Good morning, beautiful people. It's Wednesday, the 8th of January, 2025. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you guys, the culture. And I'm not even going to bother to say we're hosted by the best, even though we are hosted by the best. But, Brent, what are you saying, man? How are you today?
Good morning, blessed, highly favored, full of grace and forgiveness for those who have trespassed against me.
You have just what?
For those who have trespassed against me.
That's exactly how I am. That's how I live my life.
I am trying to mirror Christ.
Nice one. Christ is the perfect human being, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. But there's certain things that obviously even Christ will turn his back on, I think.
Are there really unforgivable things? I mean, I wish Margs was in here. Because Margs might be on your side, right?
I think he would be on my side.
Margs might be on your side, even though his morality and his ethical standpoint is so questionable. To me.
I'm glad you said to you.
It's like whatever they're serving up in Hackney streets there is creating certain types of individuals with certain types of mindsets and whatnot. So
Big up everyone from Hackney, man.
I was charted into Hackney, right? I wasn't born and bred there. I wasn't molded in those particular estates, those streets. So maybe that's why there's nothing kind of rubbed off on me in that manner. But I am Christ conscious first.
That's fantastic, man.
Not Pembury conscious, not London Fields conscious, not Humberton conscious.
But that's why we're survivors, man.
Okay. God damn it.
But that's no. Obviously, everything's about context. But there are certain things I'm pretty sure people will say, no, that's unforgivable. 100%.
No, man.
100%.
Especially if they know all the context. I don't know Emmanuel.
No, they would.
I don't know. And
100%.
you might even see it evenly split amongst genders too. I'm not even talking about all the genders. I'm just talking about the OG genders.
Yeah, some people are just predisposed to talk like that.
Oh,
but,
come on.
No, it's 100% true. But you know how I am. I'm not the most...
forgiving, yeah, no.
No, I'm very forgiving. Very, very forgiving. To a fault, I believe. But I'm very, like, I'm not an open person, innit? Obviously, you guys pretty much know, innit? And you definitely know, right? So if I am to some degree to somebody, and that person thinks it's okay to give that information or whatever to somebody else, or whatever, that's it. I don't care if it's just the fact that I went to something basic to consciously do that to me, to betray me. Nah, never in life, I promise you.
And the thing is, nobody could ever look to change the definition of betrayal to you, right? Nobody could talk sense into you to show you the position that you hold isn't the position you should be holding.
No, in this particular context, hell no. Hell no. Impossible. Everyone has their thing, though, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just care more about this, care more about that. But I just know how I am to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've said this before. Like, if you tell me something or whatever it may be, I don't care who's questioning me. I could be in front of God himself. It will take him half an eternity to get information out of me. That's how I see it.
Brother, what are you doing?
I'm just telling the facts. That's
you're not telling the facts, because
cool.
you know for well God doesn't need to be asking you the questions.
Yeah, because he knows. But he also knows how he wired me. You know what I'm saying? So that's things that I value.
So you think that you are a product of God's creation? It's so weird I said that, because I'm aware of how it sounds. So equally, you blame all of your darkness on God, is what I'm saying.
What the hell?
Well, you've just said God has made you who you are.
Yeah, there's just certain things that everyone has an affinity towards, certain things.
And you basically attribute it to God. You say, God, this is you. This is your
because I think, especially since I think it's a positive thing.
And all the other things that are seedy, you also ascribe to God.
No, if it's a bad thing, I pretty much blame myself.
All right, so also only the good things that you ascribe to God.
Yeah.
And this is what you think is a good thing.
It's 100% a good thing. 100% a good thing. Promise you.
But in the scenario in which it is we know, we're talking about, you didn't do good things.
I did.
Man said pleasurable things are good things.
No, it's not. It's nothing.
The thing is, you didn't even flinch when you said yes. It was a good thing.
No, because again, it's nothing to do with anything. It's nothing to do with anything at all.
The thing is, I actually can see how very black and white this is for you.
It's very easy.
I believe it. And the thing is, there is something to find attractive in a man or a woman when they are principled on matters, right? But when it is you flipping dig beneath the surface and find out what that principle is backed up with, brother, you're looking very shaky.
Oh, again, if you're talking about me personally,
Just
yeah, because obviously we're just talking generally here, innit? So the people don't know what we're talking about. But if you're talking about me personally, that's not the case, 100%. But again, everybody has their own thing. So my thing is, if I'm doing something that maybe, I don't even know that it's really something that you don't like, but it's nothing to me or nothing to them or whatever it may be, I have to understand that that's just how you are. I may not agree. I may feel like, what the hell is this type of crap? But that's still how you are. And that's just how I am. Because in this particular thing, I wouldn't do this to you or anybody alive. That's how I see it.
And that's what you're saying. Whatever it is that you won't do to somebody else, you basically hold that as rock hard.
I mean,
cool.
I mean, no one's perfect though, Brian. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, you're saying that, but it's not applied in the grace or the forgiveness that you basically
No,
dole out.
It is because sometimes you give opportunity to certain people in a particular context. You do, and if it's obviously we know certain people just double down on the bollocks. So the doubling down, the tripling down, the quadrupling down, and all of them things there just adds to the fact that you just knew. Wait a minute, this person.
All right, sidetrack a bit. Let's just say, hypothetically, Brent has asked you to basically do something or prioritize something, right?
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it's not done, whether it's on purpose or not on purpose, an accident, right? It's just not done. Like you just mentioned doubling down. In theory, in this example that I just concocted in my head that isn't borne out in reality, you've like quadrupled down, quintupled down, all the sorts, and I'm still forgiving you in this scenario I have in my head.
Yeah, but obviously, number one, that would obviously be on you, right? But number two,
there you go. That's what this is the naughty part. Because you're like, well, you haven't set your boundaries up.
No, it's nothing to do with that. But it's also down to, like I said, the person when you talk to them, when you interact with them. So you may be saying somebody's doubling down or something. What does doubling down look like to you? Is the person saying, no, you're wrong in this particular situation? The thing you're asking me that you want me to prioritize, no, you're wrong. I'm not prioritizing it. Or are they saying I will prioritize it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference.
I want
to say you are wrong for seeing it this way.
Engaging the chat, right? Because I want them to give examples. What we're talking about is, what does betrayal look like? And having been betrayed by somebody, would you then cut them off, right? What would somebody need to do to you for you to cut them off, like completely just sever them from their lives, right? Now, in this particular example that we're talking about,
hypothetically,
I'm not even going to go as far as do that. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not doing that because that will give too much information. Somebody, I wouldn't even say friend, and it's weird for me even because I don't think you fling that word around like that.
To me,
yeah, I don't think you fling friend around like that. You don't. So the fact that it is even that. I think it leans more, gives more weight into why you are so vehemently principled on this, because you don't let people in like this, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I was speaking to before. Isn't it a sign of maturity that you learn how to basically be more vulnerable? We talked about vulnerability, Monday? Before we had a break yesterday. We talked about vulnerability, right? Yeah. And we talked about black people being more tender and gentle, right? And you connected it. You connected gentleness with vulnerability, right? And you advocated for it on that Monday, right? You're really saying, yes, we should. And I mean, the clip that I put up, it's doing quite well, right? There's some good comments on it. It's doing quite well. People seem to like what you said. And I didn't think at the time that it would go that way, right? I don't know if it is. I didn't use the right amount of memes, right? I thought it would have been more like shocking for a black man to tell a black woman that she was born gentle, right? Somehow I thought they would have been able to basically flip that around, right?
But maybe 2025 is a good start to the year because they saw it as I meant it in a real genuine way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But sometimes you don't need to think that your intent is good, right? Really, and maybe it's just they're thawing out. It's still January, right? It's still living in the Christmas period. But anyway, so if you're advocating for more vulnerability from mature black men, black women, why don't you start and lead by example, Emmanuel?
I think I do. So what you may see as why don't I start it? For example, yeah, in a situation, let's just say that, whatever, yeah. I think my starting would have been before. So this would have been.
That doesn't count, you silly willy.
No, it does.
No, you you chasing
Jeez. Jeez. All right then.
He thinks he has help.
Yes.
All right. So you were saying, Emmanuel, that you did apply and deploy vulnerability in order for this situation to even occur, right? And I'm saying that doesn't count because there's something that you wanted.
No, it doesn't work that way. It's just being a warm human being. That's it.
So you
it's
were
nothing
just
to do
warm.
with want. It's nothing to do with want. I promise you, it's nothing to do with that.
Let me put it over to Mr. Marga. Good morning. It's good to see you, man. Did you enjoy your Christmas break?
Yeah, I did, you know.
Did you get any rest?
That's all I literally did. Just
Come
chill out
Jeez.
and relax.
Come on.
I didn't do much else.
Come on.
Episode 655.
Come on.
Like the video, subscribe, people.
That's crazy.
All right. We are talking about betrayal.
Okay.
Is there something that your friend can do to you for you to cut them off? Like deep-rooted, you've known them from birth.
Yeah.
What? There might be several things, but just name, a couple.
Someone could just show me who they really are and I'll just cut them off, you know.
Wait. I love the fact that y'all are in sync
I understand.
and harmonized. And I love the fact that you're saying you understand.
I understand.
Right?
You know when when someone's just a piece of shit, and obviously maybe you might make a few concessions for them here and there, but after like when people show you, like they really just show you who you are. This person's a piece of shit, man. They're no good for me. They're too selfish. I don't like them. I don't need these people in my life. Cut.
And as black and white as that sounds and as simple as it sounds, I can see where you're coming from if no detail or context is given. Do you understand? I have nothing to say with what you've said. There's nothing. I agree. Because whatever precipitated or preceded that decision, I'm not aware of. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have the context. You've just jumped to the outcome. Yep, if they're a piece of shit, what does that mean though? Right? And I guess this is where we are just gonna go in a circle because I cannot give context.
For real. But what if maybe you just like your morals, your ideologies, these just don't align, innit?
Can you forgive somebody who has betrayed you?
In what level of betrayal?
See, now you're asking for context. You see how it works?
Yeah.
And I now have to respond. I could go. This is the level of betrayal.
Go on.
No, I can't. I can't.
Could you forgive someone who came in your house and stole from you?
A friend of mine? Yes.
Okay.
What if they came back and said to you, "No, I didn't steal it"?
No.
In fact, yeah, go on.
One sec. Forgive them where you let them back in your house. Like real forgiveness.
Yes, I can. Like I said, it depends on the circumstances. I can.
Okay.
I can. It's not that I would forget that they've done it, but I would forgive them and I would let them back in my house. It depends on why they did it, everything that led up to that particular thing, and blah, blah, blah. But it's possible I can.
Can you forgive someone that you confided in and gave them personal close information and they shared it with other people?
Okay. All right.
So stay here.
Right. I can, but I don't think I would let them back into my circle of
Trust.
confidence.
So what are they? They're just hanging around? They're just on the outskirts? What's the point?
I may not tell them anything again. But what I can't do is forget all of the good that came before this particular mistake was made.
What's a mistake and what's on purpose?
This thing that he just said,
Yeah.
I can see that happening with myself. For example, let me give you an example, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe what's in your head is a bit different, and I've just said, I co-opt that. There is somebody that you may have that you feel secrets will not go past. So when somebody comes to you and tells you, hey, hold on to this.
That's true though.
I say, hold on to this. You're like, fair. But that person's getting this information because you're thinking it's locked off there. It's not going anywhere else. But I need to get this shit up.
And so because I have someone like that, I'm not gonna lie, he just about speaks. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, he just about speaks to anyone. Like, I feel, even though it's not right, I feel any information I tell him ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So it's just as good as me not telling no one.
Yes.
Because he's not involved in none. It's not like that at all. And he's tried and tested.
Yeah.
But what if he fought us? Are you done with him?
No.
Not okay, but then he's not in that. You don't.
No, again, what I would do, and again, this might be my fault. The quirk in my particular character, I would remember once I've come to my senses, because I'll be hot in that moment, right? Because my expectations were shattered.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. I would know this is on me because I placed this on you. Do you understand? And now that's been let down, but you're going to get something because you lied to me, but hey, I've told you, I'll pass this on.
But if like Mark is saying, that person's been on job for decades.
I'm going to use you as an example because you are this person.
Okay, cool.
Yes. As in, in
this example. Yeah. So I've been on job for decades.
Yes.
And I make the mistake.
Yes.
I don't know how, but I make the mistake. Yeah. That's it?
Yeah, I will forgive you.
Okay, cool.
I'll forgive you.
See, in that scenario, I think I probably would forgive as well, right? Especially if, like, I think the key word is mistake.
Yeah.
If that person has calculated and has thought to themselves, I'm going to gain something by giving up the information.
This is the bit I think I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm hearing that this is how you have framed it. So if you framed it that way, if it's premeditated, there is evil and wickedness and evil intent attached to it. There's dark intent attached to it. So it is a ploy to hurt me.
There you go.
That's a bit different than what I'm suggesting. Right?
Yeah,
and
of course.
This is because you framed it this way.
No, yeah, but in my scenario that I'm giving, I'm framing that way because it's that way, right? So that's
This is what you've said.
That's how I see it.
All right.
I'm just saying everyone's different in it. Like I'll tell you for free. If you tell me something, Brent, you tell me something, I'll offer you 2 packages. Either nobody alive knows. That's the first package. Second package, nobody alive knows, and even you don't know. So you can come back to me to reference it. I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Even you don't know. 2 packages. Everyone gets. Anything else? I'm not for it. So if I'm a victim now of that, come on now.
Good morning, TikTok. Every morning we're on TikTok now. Just
is it?
Yeah, by default. Yeah. I patterned it. Don't worry about that.
Okay then.
I've got it.
Big up
Good.
the TikTokers.
We got the clock cap.
All right. We've got a couple comments from the TDA community. What we'll be doing from here on in is the best of the comments that we see on Spotify or YouTube from the previous episode. We will just read it out so the others can benefit from the good.
Cool. So the first one is by BBO7236. It says, E-Man's comparing cooking daily to mechanic drop-offs. So basically, okay. So let me read it again, right? So E-Man's is comparing cooking, in brackets daily, something that occurs daily, to mechanic drop-offs, something that occurs seldomly, right? If the role of a man is to be lazy, just say that. I like how Brent was pushing for real-life examples because men never say anything that's equal to cooking in terms of effort and frequency.
Come on. That's a wise woman right there, man.
I mean, like we're kind of saying, everyone live the way you want to live, innit? That's basically how I'm seeing it. But at the same time, I said this also on Monday as well. I don't think anything is equal. I think things are dynamic. There's going to be times where it falls more on the man, falls more on the woman. You live in the house, like make it work for you so that you guys can live and thrive as a prosperous family. You know what I'm saying? But I still believe that there's certain things that should be more so the man does, certain things more so the woman does. So if you see cooking daily as not equal to mechanic drop-offs and stuff, then that's fine. But it's not just that though, because again, if there's an intruder in your house or if there's whatever, you may look to him to protect you, to risk his life for you. To me, that sounds like insurance. And you pay insurance. You may not get into a car crash, but you pay insurance. You pay home insurance. You pay every damn insurance there is in the world, right? You don't just say, yeah, it's not equal to... No, you don't. So we have to see things properly.
Is this person equating a man expecting a woman to cook daily to him being lazy?
Yeah, basically.
Don't do that. He asked for context.
Basically, I was saying, obviously, like, women, they may be, I don't know, more predisposed to cooking daily, for example, for the family, or at least majority of the time. But then Brent was like, okay, what does a man do? I was like, yeah, sort out the mechanic things, the cars things. If there's issues with this, then maybe he will step in or whatever. So she's basically saying, why are you comparing something that seldomly happens to something that happens every single day? Yeah.
Essentially what was asked of Emmanuel, because he said he wants a return to gender norms. Right?
I never said that, but all right.
I'm just summarizing. This is kind of what he said, yeah? And I asked, all right, cool. What are the things that you want women to do? And what are the things you expect men to do? And then it took him a while. But he then dropped with, for women, I want them 75% of the time to cook, right? And for men, I will take the car to the MOT. This is what he said.
It never happened that way. Obviously,
wait. Did I summarize it wrong?
What?
Did I apologize. Just let him know the real deal.
And I forgive you because that was a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the difference.
All right. Now give
but
him
when
the real
it's
deal.
Anyway,
Give him the real deal.
It's similar, right?
This person said, Brent, you were so messy for this title. I
Brent,
do
man.
not come up with any of the titles.
what Brent does.
Just so you all know,
What's the title of the
for
video?
future reference, if you retweet it on X, you know. Letting people know we're talking here in the morning. Let us not be a sacrifice that is not paid in some way. Come on, man. Come on.
Ain't it live on there?
Yeah, it's live on X. You just have to retweet it.
I said Joy Taylor and Tego, sex scandals and embezzlement. This is crazy.
Every
Allegedly.
single day, Emmanuel comes up with the title. I do not do anything at all.
I don't think people believe you, Brent.
Well,
Brent does all of these titles.
yes, I do, as in I put it up, but I do not make it up.
All right.
God damn it.
It's Brent, guys.
Anywho.
Yes.
So, what's the next comment?
Next comment is from D. Big up D. Leading with warmth and gentleness takes a level of vulnerability some people genuinely don't have the capacity to reach. I know I'm quite stoic compared to my female peers. I rarely ever get sad and I rarely ever feel immense joy unless I'm around family, nature and animals. I'm pretty neutral, which can make someone hard to read. For some, it's not deliberate. They're just not gentle and vulnerable people, unless the situation calls for it. Some partners do not give space for vulnerability.
I think Christy just found out that she was featured in a
Yeah.
in a viral.
That was so funny. You know? That was so
I just find it funny because I was thinking, I wonder how she's gonna respond when she says this. But, you can't get that angry over your own words. There's only so you gotta be your anger's gotta be caps. I mean, you said that shit.
But why did she say she was fuming? Oh, sorry, she said, "Nah, I'm livid. WTF."
You gotta go on the stage.
Yeah, man.
And that's the thing. This is what happens when you don't have your notifications on, man. People been tagging you. This is not old news. What's the last comment?
Last comment from Bibi says, I wasn't able to continue watching Scandal for that very reason. I couldn't stomach the cheating, especially because Mel was not a bad person from the little that I watched. Mel's the wife of the president, yeah?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But that's so interesting how someone can say, nah, I can't watch this even though they know it's fiction.
The triggering thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's Scandal got to do with anything? Was it just brought up as a...
Yeah,
No, we were
chatting about
talking
Monday.
about Scandal yesterday.
Scandal's a top show.
Did it get you into being, continental, international,
So what?
playboy? Did it get you into liking... Why would it get into liking white people? Sorry.
No, I didn't like that she was gonna rid into kill herself for that white man. That was annoying me. She loves Fitz too much.
Kill herself with a white man? I can't remember the storyline. When did she try to...
Not kill herself, but she'll risk it all for Fitz.
Oh, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to ruin her life for this
He's
man.
the president, isn't it?
Foolishness, man. I'm not gonna lie. She's doing too much. Her dad, I was more on the side of her dad. Like, this is foolishness. You get what I'm trying to say?
Papa Pop. All right, cool. Let us get into the headlines. Have you seen the Wes Huff and Joe Rogan convo yet?
The who?
Wes Huff. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? Wes Huff went super viral when he's kind of sat down with Billy Carson. And
Oh,
made him
and
look
debunked his thing.
top idiot. Yeah.
Billy looks stressed.
Yeah, he was. Definitely.
Billy looked
He was
stressed.
done, you
That
know.
video was funny still, I'm not even gonna lie.
How did you manage to see it?
What, the Billy Carson thing?
Yeah, how did it come up on your echo chamber?
My algorithm's different, Brent.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. This is dope, man. That's good. That's very good, man. Anyway,
You know what was cold as well, yeah? Because it was like the way he was moving was nang. Because my man was talking about things and he's saying, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And he was just leaning back like this. Because I've got this. Yeah, I've got the book here. 1 second. Hey, Billy was cooked.
I think that became a meme.
Hey, he done it like twice. I'm saying, wait, this is a learning man. What, you just got the book there?
Yep.
Oh, he was cooking him. He was cooking
This
him.
is it,
Well,
man.
now he's on Joe Rogan, and I think this is going to be something that's going to be clipped up for a while. To be honest, I think that Joe Rogan feels personally offended by what Billy came onto his platform to do.
Okay.
He did mention in the beginning that I was talking to Andrew Schultz because he also went on Andrew Schultz's podcast. But what Andrew Schultz did right from the top is saying, "We're going to fact check anything. We're going to let him. Just going to let him cook." But I don't think Joe Rogan did that. So when it is that he was giving a little preamble at the beginning of this particular interview, he was basically saying, "Look, if it is I know about MMA and I know about comedy. Anybody asks me a question, if it is they wake me up from my sleep, immediately I can say, pop, 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 pop. I'm an expert at these things." But for Billy, I mean, I'm thinking I'm bringing you on because you're supposed to be an expert at this, right? You're supposed to let us know, the uneducated, all this fantastic wisdom and knowledge you have stored in your head that you've been saying that you're an expert on. So when I've now seen the clip, and I've seen, I've had a charlatan on the hair. Bear in mind, I probably had charlatans on the hair before, but I've never had this particular level of charlatan sat opposite me, chatting absolute most crap. And me not challenging because I don't know about this kind of stuff. I just find it interesting. And you've just gone and said, well, I've had to bring you on. And I'm like 45 minutes in. And it's just a pleasant conversation so far. I think what I'm seeing so far from Joe Rogan is he really does believe that this guy is an expert.
Okay.
So he's fallen for the same thing, by the way. He's doing the same thing. Because he speaks well and is confident on whatever he's speaking on, he's just allowing him to basically do this, that, and next. Now, where he can, he will ask a couple questions, but he could also sell him a bag of onions and say they're apples. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right now, so far. Do you understand? Now, I don't know if there's a problem with that. There shouldn't be a problem with that because you're not saying after he said what he said, all right, cool, I believe that 120%. Because I don't think Joe Rogan's a Christian anyway. I don't think he professes to be a Christian. I don't think he professes to know everything about Christianity. Well, him having Billy Carson on and Billy Carson saying what he was saying, it proves that fact. But
does Billy Carson cite references in the way that my man does?
Nowhere near.
Because I'm not aware of my man, but just seeing their interactions and stuff, I would believe this guy definitely knows what he's talking about. Because if you're prepared to go and do the diligence and go and cross-check, and in fact, all the stuff I've said, I'll point you into the right direction where you can go and find it. Then it's up to you if what you want to do. But that's making like a strong case when I'm making my opinions. I'm not just saying stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? Does Billy do that?
so he said, no way. I don't think you've seen any of West Huff's stuff, right? Yeah?
No, I'm talking about Billy.
No, but he's just asked.
No, I'm saying
in
West
comparison
Hoffa.
to-
I'm just in that conversation when him, West, and that was talking. A lot of the stuff that my dad both remember, it's the same thing. I'm Joe Rogan in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But the way that West speaks,
Yeah.
it's off the back of it cites references, tells you where you can go and find information, where I'm giving you this information from,
Yeah.
what book it is, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Then
Yeah.
it's on to me now.
Yeah.
If I want to go and do the due diligence to
Yeah.
go and cross-reference it to find out if he's
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
I ain't doing the due diligence, but because you gave me the references,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
he's certified. But I'm saying, does Billy do that?
And I'm saying Emmanuel said he
No
doesn't.
way, yeah. But I'm asking you.
No, but I'm
All right,
there's two things happening.
Okay, go on.
You've just asked the question, and the person who has seen both can answer the question one way. But he has answered the question. And I wanted to know if he's seen any of Wes's stuff.
Okay, cool.
Do you understand? So I'd paused
I'm
answering your question just yet.
I've not seen West's stuff, no.
All right. Okay, cool.
But remember, but he's asking about Billy though, isn't it? Or
in comparison to West, though, that's what he's saying. He's
I just
saying,
saw
does
it
Billy
as-
do the same thing as West, right?
Basically, yeah.
I just saw it as, does Billy, when he's talking about certain things, cite sources?
So he does.
He does.
Billy does.
Well, he does.
Yeah, but Billy,
But it's not, in certain circumstances, it's not there.
that's
In
what
this
I'm getting.
circumstance,
Yeah.
it wasn't there. He had just made stuff up.
Okay.
and also it's just a complete
when I say made stuff
misunderstanding.
up, I do believe he was just parroting something that he had
100%.
read somewhere. So he is citing a source, but it's not accurate.
It's a Google and thing as well.
And
Well, he was
that's-
on his phone during that thing. Like, he was... when I was talking...
But you see that as a problem, right? Why do you see it as a problem?
That's bullshit.
What? Why? Wait a minute.
Because he
No,
was
man.
drowning and he was Googling, where's a lifeboat, basically.
Who does Joe Rogan have to do that same thing?
Huh?
Who does isn't Jamie? His name is Jamie.
Yeah, something like that.
No, but he's the it's two
fact checker.
it's two quote
Yes.
it's two quote unquote professionals. You should know what you should know what it, like you should, when you walk into this, you should be armed up. You should know where your sources are. You should know what you're doing. You shouldn't be Googling. You shouldn't be troubleshooting like mid argument. Like that means you don't know what you're talking about.
No, it doesn't. But
How? Because-
I agree with what you're saying in principle, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't know what he's talking about. It just means that if you've asked me for specific such and such, I don't know it off the top of my head. So let me just look quickly.
I've watched you sit. You've sat on podcasts for hundreds of hours on YouTube. There's pure footage of you spitting that rhetoric and crap. You should know this stuff off the top of your head, off the back of your hand.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just to the point where you're saying he should never have his phone in his hand to basically double check something. I don't agree with that fully. I do believe that it looks better when you don't draw for something.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Wes never had no foot. Wes said,
He had his book though.
that's better. I'd rather him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly, that's
If he,
But
if
that's his phone.
Okay, cool. Look at, that's what
Nah,
I'm
it's
saying. It's
different.
nonsense. Anyone can do that. You get me? Anyone can do that and pretend they're a genius. Loons does that. Like, if he was sitting there with the book now, while my man's talking and going like this, that's totally different.
Yeah, 100%.
That's totally different
Why
to
do
me.
you see it different than his phone? The phone just replaces the book. He's reading from a source. The source is on the phone where
He's
he's
typing
gone
in,
to.
help me.
Exactly, that's the difference. And he will read out information he's never read before.
And this is the beauty.
Nah.
This is the beauty of being confident in your speech, right? This is why it is so many people get, I guess, ginnelled by Billy Carson when he talks about anything, right? And the same can be said with Terrence Howard. The same can be said with Eric Weinstein. Anybody who speaks confidently in anything, 100% you can basically just go along with whatever they're saying.
How come they didn't go along with Terrence Howard?
Who?
Everyone.
Don't say everyone, because
He
that's
speaks
not
confidently.
accurate. That's not
What?
accurate.
No, see, no, you said anyone that
No,
speaks
but
confidently.
I went to know with Terrence Howard for a lot of things, right? And the things that I found fascinating were the things that they didn't look to rebut. Do you understand? If it is you're saying everything that he was saying was bollocks, then show that in your discourse with him. But when I watched the videos, I didn't see all of that. But let's not detract from this, that, and the next. I find that this conversation is good for many reasons. I mean, even Wes Huff himself, there are a couple Christian scholars in the same space that have even looked to refute a couple of the things that Wes Huff has said or did say on a couple other podcasts that he's been on. So it's not as if there isn't debate amongst these particular scholars in a particular field. And that's why I find it interesting. Because even as he sat here now, doing the thing that you're saying he should be doing, which is just pulling it from his brain, his noggin, that doesn't mean that his opinion
Is, but are they like repeating the things he says or his interpretation of it?
he's very good at stating what he's saying based on what others are saying and what others actually believe outside of that, right? There's what I've seen, there's what is, and how we've now looked to interpret it. For example, Joe Rogan asked, if this particular text, when you found it, is in all these different pieces, how have you managed to basically put them together and then fill in the gaps that are missing? How have you put bodies of text in where there were no text? Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you sure you understand what I'm saying before I continue, right?
Yeah.
And then he said, well, this is my expertise, basically. What I do is, and I found this so interesting, I would take what I have and I would look at other pieces in the same time, look at the line indent, look at the space between where certain things would come, and I am just going to predict what should be there based on how it was written on other pieces of parchments or paper, this, that, and next, for other things. Do you understand? So in my head, I'm still thinking, that's still guesswork, right? It's kind of informed guesswork, depending on how it is that you interpret informed, but you're still looking to basically do all of that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So even then, I'm thinking, is this really how they've come up with this? This is so interesting. Because for me, based on what I have just heard, there's still doubt there.
Yeah.
There's still doubt there. And that's why it is that you should have a personal relationship with Christ instead. Ask him to ask the Holy Spirit to make himself known to you personally. So this isn't something that somebody can come and say that should make your faith shaky. But all these conversations, they're so fascinating to me. All these, because there has been an uptick in religious conversation over the last 5 years in mainstream media. And I think there's a reason for that. It's so mad. Did you hear Andrew Tate started his own party?
Political party.
What do you think about the name?
It's called Brav Party, right?
Yeah.
The acronym for something, I can't remember though.
Britain. Oh, let me just check my phone.
Is he even in Britain?
Not right now.
But it's a British political party.
Yeah.
It's called Britain Restoring Underlying Values, bro.
There you go.
And I'm saying, man, if it is so easy for him to basically just create a Twitter account to start one, why come you haven't started one yet?
I mean, he's got millions of followers already.
Are you
So they just would.
he's saying it's all about the numbers.
Yeah, it's definitely part of it. I think there's loads of people who started different parties already.
I believe you can convince certain influencers with lots of numbers to basically join your party. And then you can use them for promotion.
Just gotta write a manifesto.
Yeah, it's true. With time, though, it's going to come.
And then you see Trump is out there saying Canada's mine.
Mad.
Yeah, he's gonna annex Canada.
Yeah.
And he's taking Greenland.
Yeah, and was it? The Panama thingy. This guy is just...
What do you mean he's taking Canada?
What did I say? What did I say?
He basically said... I think it's one of the headlines, actually. He said something about Canada needs to be America's 51st state. Because you know the Prime Minister just stepped down, innit? Trudeau.
He's saying the whole country needs to be the state.
Yeah.
It's huge, you know?
Yeah, but you know he's talking flippantly. He's not really thingy, but he's
what-
being Trump.
Wait, what are you saying?
It's because, Brett, it's
Have
because...
you started already?
No, do you know why? Because I
So he doesn't mean what he says this time.
how is that possible, though, Brett? How is it possible?
Wait, so you're just thinking it's allegory right now?
Of course, it's talk. It's okay. Maybe let's try and maneuver certain things so that Canada maybe benefits America a bit more. Take it.
Yeah. Wait. So what you're saying is that it's a negotiating stance he's taking. He wants to adjust the agreements that they have because he did
Potentially,
say
yeah.
like 200 billion is being sent each year. Oh no, he didn't say each year, but 200 billion. He said 200 billion or billions and billions and billions, whatever he said, right? So you're saying that he's just looking to basically let them know, hey, when I'm in office, we're gonna renegotiate how much money we're giving you.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
did
think.
mention, I don't want their cars. And we can get, is it Philadelphia or Detroit to make the cars? Yeah. And all they're doing, America's doing, is just giving them money to protect them. Do you understand? So why shouldn't they basically get our protection and fully come under our umbrella? So there's no Canada anymore. It will just be America.
Can't do that. I'm about to go in.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying. There's a disturbance in the force, is what I'm saying. So when it is you're seeing Mr. Big Rogan sitting down with a Christian scholar and he's asked him some pertinent questions about the crucifixion of Christ and this and next, and he's now walking through as to where that is, where that lies. Because a lot of people were like, well, how do you know that Jesus Christ? I don't know why I said it in that voice to make it sound like anybody who thinks that way is idiot. No. Some people say there's no evidence written down that Jesus rose from the dead. So how do you know that he rose from the dead, right? And then once that's answered, he then said, well, is there any evidence that he was crucified as people say he was? And then he answers that thing. So it's a good time to get a digital download of all these particular talking points. And I don't even think he's an apologist. I don't think he calls himself an apologist anyway. But it's going to be good for me to just take this in. Not that like I look to use this to argue with anybody about this, that, and next, but you know. Stray thought again. It's my mind works. You know how Tate said he was a Muslim? And he said he wants Islamists out. He wants the far left out. And he wants to bring back Christian values to Britain again, the UK.
Oh, so he's not Muslim anymore?
This is what I'm thinking.
No, but I think you could be both, though. Like, in my head...
Of course you think that.
No, in my head, I think he's just seeing it as traditional Christian values that this country claimed to be built upon, like for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Doesn't
Like he believes that made Britain a particular way, and now that the country is officially secular, he's probably seen a correlation between that and all the problems that it has. So bring that back. I'm not trying to turn the UK into a Muslim country, but bring it back to at least values. Because remember, a Muslim doesn't look at a Christian in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? So he can see both existing.
Ed said he's never been a Muslim. Ed said it's never been a Muslim.
Well, he said he converted though, didn't he?
there were pictures too. There were pictures too, and there was interviews as to he was saying why he chose Islam.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving like his
Maybe
Muslim.
Ed is doing what Trump is doing. Like he basically meant, he said it, but it wasn't really it. Yeah. But doesn't that mean that he thinks that Christian values are the best for this nation?
Yeah, that's what I think he's saying.
And that should be a big red flag for any professing Muslim.
Not necessarily though, because it's just like Christianity. Like there's a spectrum of how people view other faiths, innit? So some Muslims would be like, no, to hell with Christianity. We don't need that. It's fake. It's this or whatever. But some Muslims would be like, no. Part of their belief system is in the Quran too. We can live side by side and all that sort of stuff. And if this country is built on Christian values and it helped this country thrive, and I'm a British person ethnically as well, then bring it back.
Bear in mind, this is off the back of him looking to malign the Pakistani community and call them kinda allegedly all gang.
Grooming gangs.
Yeah. So I don't know if what you're saying is actually legit as it pertains to him, right? He's very incendiary in his commentary on these matters, and he has been for the last while. Him, Elon Musk, and like a few other kind of big names and whatnot. But anyway, we will see what happens with that vote bruv thing. I just find it so interesting.
The piss, though.
Elon, have you been seeing what he's doing?
What the stuff they do about? Yeah, he wants Keir Starmer's head. He's sick, and he's saying, is he saying that basically America should come and take Britain and vote and join America or something like that, or something like this? I've seen him spew out bare crap, to be honest.
I didn't see him say that
he said
Britain
something
should
like
join America.
He said something, or maybe it's people. I think the British people have been calling for them to come and take England, basically.
Yeah.
Saying that England's a wash, like they should come and take it.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not going to reach for my phone. I'm
I'm
just going to
sure-
trust what it says.
I don't, if it's not Elon pushing that, then it's Elon's
No,
fans
you-
pushing that.
as
I've
you
seen
s-
it somewhere.
If you speak it confidently enough, it doesn't matter. I believe you, man. I believe you. All right, first headline of the day. I don't know where Christy is. I hope wherever you are all right. She's probably seen it now. I don't know what she said in response. I haven't been looking at the chat, but we'll get to it.
After she said she's living.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Thank you very much, Denny. Let me just put the comment up. Because I said before, I don't think that Wes Huff is an apologetic. Demi says, let me put it on the screen. Wes Huff is a director for Apologetics Canada. He's definitely an apologist. Thank you very much, Demi. I stand corrected.
To be fair,
It makes more sense now.
Yeah, to be fair, when someone has that level of information on that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just saw him as a guy who studied the texts, not just biblical texts, but those old.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I just thought he was an expert in that, but cool.
All right, guys, our first headline, trigger warning on this one. Los Angeles declares a state of emergency as a wildfire explodes from 10 acres to more than 2,900 acres in mere hours. The fire chief, Kristen Crowley, says that more than 30,000 people are under evacuation orders and 13,000 buildings are under threat. Footage shows houses on fire in the Pacific Palisades area and residents abandoning their cars to flee the flames. The fire broke out about 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday and exploded in size, fanned by 50 miles per hour, wind gusts, and incredibly dry conditions. Millions of people in California are under a red flag warning, meaning there is extreme fire danger. Next headline, and trigger warning on this one as well. And a 14-year-old boy was stabbed to death on a double-decker bus in a horrendous crime. The victim was killed on a 472 bus on Woolwich Church Street at about 2:30 in the afternoon. The teenager died at the scene shortly after paramedics from London Ambulance Service and the air ambulance arrived. No arrests have been made, but a police cordon and road closures remain in place. The latest stabbing comes just 3 months after another teenage boy lost his life to knife crime in Woolwich. John Campbell, 15, was fatally stabbed back in December. Last year, 11 teenage boys lost their lives to homicide in London. It's the lowest number since 2012, but many are calling for far more to be done. And our last headline, in fact, before we move on, 11 teenage boys, that's the lowest number since 2012. In your head, what does that say to you? Do you feel like you attribute that to the politicians doing certain things? Police maybe being better? Like, what makes you... what comes to mind when you hear that that's the lowest number since 2012?
What, 11?
11 teenage boys lost their lives to homicide in London. Or do you just see it as maybe there's other factors too? COVID maybe kept people at home. There was this, there was that. I'm pretty sure certain politicians would be able to use that to be like, oh yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that.
I don't know. It didn't really make me think anything. It's just 11 too many. It's numbers will go up and down. I mean, or if it just stays on a downward trajectory, then cool. I'm guessing the aim should be 0, but it just made me feel like, I don't know, good on you. Congratulations or something. Well, lucky you had a good year or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. All right, and our last headline takes us to Nigeria, where a prominent Nigerian atheist was freed after serving more than 4 years in prison for blasphemy and is now living in a safe house as his legal team fear his life may be in danger. So Mubarak Bala, who's 40 years old, was convicted in court in the northern city of Kano after he pleaded guilty to 18 charges relating to a controversial Facebook post that he shared in 2020. For those who don't know, Nigeria is a deeply religious society, and those seen as having insulted a religion, whether that's Islam or Christianity, face being shunned and discriminated against. Blasphemy is an offence under Islamic law, which operates alongside secular law in 12 states in the north. It's also an offence under Nigeria's criminal law. Bala renounced Islam back in 2014. He could have been inside for much longer if it was not for an appeals court judge who reduced the initial 24-year sentence last year, describing it as excessive. His release has come as a relief to many, but there are still concerns. 24 years for blasphemy. Come on, man.
You think that's too harsh?
What? Of course it is, man. Not everyone has to believe what you believe. You know what I mean? Oh, obviously, I've not seen the post, so maybe I'm talking a bit too soon, innit? But allegedly, obviously, he posted some controversial Facebook posts. But if it's just, I don't know. Obviously, I've not seen the post, so I can't really talk, to be fair. But 24 years. People don't have to believe what you believe, man. Anyway, he's free now. But that's it for our headlines.
Let's get into what you're saying, topic of the day.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, Christy.
Okay.
Christy, if you're talking, we can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. Yeah, jump back in the Discord.
All right.
See.
Well, whilst Christy calls back up.
Hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Happy New Year, Christy.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Did you really just
Yeah.
say
Happy New Year. I literally, I've just come on and Chijioke was like, I'm about the title. I was thinking, what the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry. No, I'm livid because don't use me as your promo. Are you serious? No, don't use me as my promo. Queen of BOE, and I'm now going to be at the forefront of the colonizer talking. No, don't use me as your commentary, please. Why are you using me as my promo? I didn't like that. I'm sorry. I'm actually in shock. How did we get here? You thought to use that,
So,
and I'm the first one speaking.
Yes, the first one.
No, no.
I don't know. I think he showed some like reverence towards black women in that clip. No, first one speaking. That should be how it is in 2025, right?
No, I cannot be used as a pawn. I cannot be used as a pawn. Why are you using me? No.
Wait. You stand on what you said though, right?
No. What I said is what I said. No, what are you talking about? What I said is what I said. I don't care. First off, I don't even know him. I don't even actually care about the guy. I don't even care about the guy.
Wait. Before we go on, let's introduce the topic here. Plus, let the people know, because some people don't know what happened here. So, topic of the day, we're going to talk about Just Taylor and Tego, right?
Joy Taylor.
Sorry. What did I say?
Just or something.
All right, pardon me. Joy, Taylor, and Tego, yeah. Basically, obviously, you guys know about the...
Sir Tego, sir. Give him his due.
He ain't no sir. No, he ain't no sir.
What are we...
You knighted him.
No, sorry, I think that's what Max calls him. Sorry. Go on.
All right, so basically, this Tego's come back now, innit? He's got his new show.
Come on.
What's it called? I'm from the left.
Come on.
From the left, right? So he's come back now, and basically, in his promo video, he's used clips of I don't know, other podcasts, other shows that's talking about him. And the very first clip,
can you not play it for them?
Tego might.
No, I just got in a message. He said I could play it.
Big up Tego.
All the time.
Don't take from us though.
What are you talking about?
I'm joking. It's entertainment, man.
Hey, I need you to channel Tego in this particular exchange, because I can't be having no Tego slander on this platform.
100%, man.
Why?
Oh, I should have Tego slander?
No, I'm asking you why you feel like that.
I don't know information. I don't know
Okay,
information.
cool.
No, obviously.
Wait. You know the information. Should I have Tego slander?
I still don't know. I still don't know a lot of the information. I'm looking forward to the show like everybody else.
All right then. Good.
There you go. So From the Left is going to be coming out soon, and basically he's promoting the video, and like I said, he used clips from a couple podcasts, and the very first one is basically a clip from TDA where Christy, BOE, Queen of BOE, is basically asking Marks about the situation with Tego, and that's basically what we're talking about, guys.
I'm trying to pull it up now.
All right. So whilst Brent's pulling that up, Christy. So
No, you don't understand. I'm actually rattled. No, I'm rattled.
She's ready. Right in the front. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Listen, what are you gonna say fuck me for?
Oh my gosh! I mean, if he had consulted with me before, I would have told him, "Hey, use this soundbite as well."
That would have been crazy.
Bren, are you sick?
No, I'm very well. Hold up.
You're not well. No. To be honest, I need to see this guy in face to face now. Because what the hell?
Wait a minute. Is it fair usage? Because you went on Beyonce's internet and you called him a colonizer, innit? So he's just showing people what the world was saying about him when it is that the information was dropped, innit?
There has to be a cap on the outrage. It's fair. It's just put it out into the media. This is free.
Yeah. I'm rattled
You can't
because
say, how can I
don't use
content
me
when
in
people
this
talking
way.
about him? But everybody's saying like, oh, he's using black content creators. It's only black people saying stuff. Like, where's the video footage? Like, then again, nah, maybe there was black people saying stuff. I don't know actually.
All right, so
No, it's like it's popping off. What's going on? Did the colonizer steal your money?
Still, whose money?
Did the colonizer steal your money?
I've got it.
I don't think Luz is impressed by this either. To be fair.
Is every clip from in the studio?
This is the hub. This
You know what I'm
is the
saying?
hub.
Of black content.
So I like how Mark says, whose money? I'm reading far into that. No.
Not my money.
What's going on? Did the colonizer steal your money?
Still, whose money?
Did the colonizer steal your money?
This is sacrilege.
Sacrilege. All right, you don't like what he's done with your image.
No, I don't. I really don't. Don't use me. Wait, what?
I thought you'd have
No,
been. I
I'm
thought you'd
the
have been.
fact I'm
Mama,
the
I
first
made it.
person.
Mama,
No,
I made it.
I'm-
And I was standing on business. I thought that's what you'd have been saying, innit?
First off, I stand the fact I called him a colonizer, I will say it to his face. I don't care. What are you talking about? That's not what I'm concerned about. Is the fact that he used the clip. How can I be used as the face of the white man? What the hell? What is this? And this is not how I wanted to start my 2025. I can't, to be real. This is not how I wanted to start my 2025.
To be fair, it's powerful though, man. The Queen of BOE is setting things off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not on his.
She's saying
not on
she
his
doesn't
platform.
like colonizers, and she doesn't like when it is colonizers allegedly steal from black people, right? Is that what you're saying? In the clip, right? You were showing your frustration at what was going on. I mean, I don't know. I thought you'd have been like, yeah, damn right you use my clip.
No, don't use it.
No. Oh man.
No. I actually feel sick. What the hell?
Serious?
Oh,
No, I don't like that at all. I don't actually like it at all.
I'll have a word then.
Nah.
I'll have a word.
You ain't having a word, Brent. Shut up.
I'll have a word with Mugs. I'll talk to Tego.
Oh man, but you know what? Yeah, when basically in that promo video, if I'm not mistaken, Tego's basically asking everybody, the viewers, if there's any questions that you want addressed, put it in the comments, and then the next show we're gonna basically address everything in it. So that next show is gonna be coming out soon.
All right then. So what we have, the first comment is these questions, right? And it's had the most likes. So I'm assuming that he's going to be responding to each one of these questions.
The big ones anyway, because it could be like hundreds of questions there, man.
I'm thinking just the first comment that everybody's loved, I think he should use that as a template.
Yeah, for real.
Because a lot of people have said, yeah, I want to know this too. Right. So I'm going to read out the questions. Let me know if it is that you want any other questions answered, Marks, yeah? So first, did you steal money from Filthy or the panel? Channel Tego.
You want to answer? Oh no, I can't do that. I don't know.
It's a game. It's a game.
It's a game.
All right,
I want to hear what questions they got though.
You do it, Emmanuel. Did you steal money from Filthy or the panel?
Well, you want me to?
Shaq, you want me to get clipped up too?
Number 2, why did Specs, Miles, and PK leave the show even before all the stuff came out before the money? Number 3, how do you feel about the guys on Filthy now? Are you still friends or do you even talk? Number 4, how do you feel that the people you worked with for so long never came and defended you even once? Number 5, what do you think of Filthy now, assuming you've watched recent episodes? Number 6, are you still a part of Rewind, RWD? Number
Interesting
7.
questions.
Number 7,
Oh gosh.
what are your feelings regarding Poet and what he said about you? And number 8, Do you feel you were more responsible for the success of Filthy than Poet? These are some salient questions that have been posed to him in the first comment. Very salient questions. So everybody will be tuned in to find out what he says in response to those.
Has he said when the next episode's going to drop?
Christy?
Red.
Did he inform all the content creators that
Are you
contributed?
Red?
Oh,
All right,
man.
I'm guessing you don't know, yeah?
Are you sick?
Wait,
Red,
at least
stop
you're not
it.
telling us.
And I guess us not knowing gets the people going, so
Yeah,
when it
man.
drops, it's
Yeah, clearly.
it's gonna break the internet because that's the video people are looking forward to.
But genuinely, yeah. Do you feel as though this would be a comeback for him, though? Do you feel like his days in the content creation game is done? Do you feel like there was any real setback? You feel like, yeah.
I think
Because at the moment, yeah, not to cut you, at the moment, it still kind of seems like it's rumors and not fact. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but it's like with once people like the court of public opinion, there's people that's made up their mind.
Yeah, that's
whether
true.
They don't need to know no facts. They want to feel how they're gonna feel in it. So that's always gonna happen. So he's probably lost a little bit of cultural capital there, but the even though like we are like tastemakers and we're important, we're not the whole market share. We're not the be all and end all of content. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't think he can be done. There's gonna be people that are gonna consume what he's gonna do his thing. It just might not be in the right circles that he wants. He might not have the same reputation or be revered in the same way that he was before by certain people. So there might be like a little gloss gone off it. But if he wants to make content, he's always gonna make content, innit?
yeah. Sure.
It's just where it's gonna hit him because of the controversy between everything and all that. Things that he says will always pop up in our algorithms or in our demographic and that and stuff like that. So I don't know, but yeah, if he wants to make content, how's he gonna stop him?
You feel like he's still gonna do the same sort of content, like football related, or?
Well, from the sounds of it, sounds like it's gonna be all different kinds of stuff, isn't it? From
Sounds like it's a network.
yeah, from what he said, sounds like it's gonna be all different kind of stuff. So
Interesting. Yeah. I guess we shall see what happens, man.
I think a lot of people will watch it, even if they
Yeah,
like
that's what I
hate,
think.
even if it's just hate watching or whatever. Like, I think a lot of people will watch it.
100%. All right, cool. Well, let's talk about Joy Taylor.
Sorry, have you got anything else to say before we let you go, Christy? I don't know if it is you know about Joy Taylor and whatnot.
No, I don't want to speak on that. Fuck,
Oh, so
fuck
you know
Tego.
what, you know
Bye.
about Joy Taylor?
Tego, that's my last word. Fuck Tego. That's my last word. All right.
What did you say?
I said fuck Tego. That's my last word.
Say it again.
Oh, man.
Oh God, I actually need to go. Bye.
West Side. Oh, that is funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. All right, cool. Brent, can you put up a picture of Joy Taylor, please?
I will do.
So basically, for those who don't know, Joy Taylor, she is...
Black woman.
Is she black?
This is what people are saying
In what way?
in every which way.
That is diabolical.
Oh, is she mixed then?
What? As in the genuine thing, she's black?
Steve, Emmanuel, they're saying she's a black woman.
No, you lot need to stop this foolishness.
No,
It's not. Emmanuel
it's
Ocho, I
America.
see him in a video talking about, for her to do this
Yes.
for a black woman.
Yes.
And I was thinking, who's talking about Joy? That's when I knew he was chopping her. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
This is why no one takes the black... Anyone can be black now.
No,
This is
no,
what I'm saying.
don't do that. It's
No, but she's
American.
racially ambiguous. She might have like a black
I know
parent
a
or
black
something.
man and a black woman. I see one. I ain't apologize for that. God
Yeah,
damn
but do
it.
you believe a black man can make black babies anywhere on this earth? Anywhere he goes, if a black man has a child, it's a black baby.
Yeah, if the man's black.
That's what I'm saying. Who's her parents? I don't know. I'm asking questions here.
No, that doesn't look like she came from black man.
I'll let you know.
Because I watched those American sports shows, those daytime things. So I've been aware of Joy Taylor for ages, and never once in my life did I think,
Ever. Exactly.
this is a black woman. Which is like white or at least Latino or something. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
like, you know what
I thought she was just a white woman, to be fair. Personally, I feel like, it doesn't even matter, man. My view on this doesn't matter. The black community's going to decide for themselves. Anyway, long story short, yeah, what's happened is there's a woman by the name of Nushin Faraji, yeah, or Farahi. She is an ex-hairstylist for Fox Sports, and she's basically filed a lawsuit accusing the likes of Charlie Dixon, who's one of the top people at Fox at the time. Also Skip Bayless.
Apparently Skip offered her 1.5 million for the pom pom.
100%.
And she turned it down.
Yes.
Getting too much money.
Well, she said she wasn't getting enough because basically Fox systematically forced her out. She obviously said no to Skip Bayless, and she told Skip Bayless basically what basically initiated that back and forth, according to the documents and whatnot, is that she went to Skip and said, "Listen, apparently I've got like a cyst or something on my ovaries."
Is this frozen?
Oh crap!
Damn it.
We have 1,205 people tune in.
In the chat?
No, viewing.
Interesting.
I guess that's across all platforms.
Oh, it gives you a number for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Picked him up.
see. That's so annoying. And apparently the brother looks like he has black in him.
As in her dad?
The brother looks like he has black in him.
Oh, okay, her brother.
Why'd you start talking about Tego, man?
Yeah, damn it. It was you, man. You was having too much fun, bro.
This is a brother.
Okay.
And then
I said,
this
nah.
is this is a clearer picture. 100% you could see he has black in him. Come on, man.
Who's that, the brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could fly. And I think this is him.
Bro, we're acting like all siblings have the same parents, man.
Wait. I'll find her father somewhere or her parents. I'll see if it is that they have that.
Is this the father who stepped up? Or is this the father who genetically?
You'll find it every single which way to
Alright,
just
then.
discredit her.
No, because when I see her respectfully, I'm like you said, I've never seen her and thought, oh, this is a black woman. Never in life.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So are we back? Everything cool? Huh? Brent?
It's streaming over here. I don't know.
Hopefully we back,
I
man.
think it is, man. I think it's
Okay,
back.
cool. Yeah, it's back. Yeah. All right, cool. Apologies for the technicals, people. But essentially, this woman who's an ex-hairstylist, like I said, she's filed a lawsuit accusing Charlie Dixon, who we're going to get into, the former undisputed host, Skip Bayless, who everyone pretty much knows as well, right? She's accused Skip Bayless of sexual battery, retaliation, misconduct, and more. And the whole 1.5 million essentially came from a conversation that she had with Skip Bayless. We're going to get back to the beginning of this year, but at that particular point in time, just to answer or to kind of go off what Mark's just mentioned about the money, was that she apparently had a situation with one of her ovaries. And so I believe the medics were basically saying it might be cancer or whatever. So she's gone to confide in Skip Bayless, right? To be like, look, this is what the situation is, I really need my job, that sort of situation. And that's when he's then thought, okay, cool. Again, this is allegedly, innit? That's when he's thought, okay, cool, you must need the money. So since I like you, since you look good, all that sort of stuff, here's 1.5 mil. Let's do the deed, basically. And obviously she's got upset by that. And yeah, she's moved on. But the reason why this is very controversial, yeah, is because in this whole lawsuit, she mentioning certain names in it. And one of the names she's mentioned is Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor, she's basically just caught up in the crossfire of this whole thing. It's not really about her. This is about what's happened to Faraji. So Joy Taylor, you guys know, like I said, she's on Fox News or whatever. And she, in 2012, I believe, Faraji became her hairstylist up to 2016. So 2016, this is where basically things started to make sense or kind of kick off in terms of what this entire lawsuit, basically. And she said around that time, Joy Taylor was seeing somebody called Dixon. So Dixon is one of the, I believe he's the director of content at Fox at the time. And basically, oops, sorry. 1 second. And basically, there was a time where basically these two would go out. So Faraji and Joy Taylor, they'll go out and Dixon will basically be there. Either he'll meet them there or he will go along with them and he will be buying them drinks and this, that, and the third, innit? So you just thought, oh, this is just a guy that that likes Joy, innit? Cool, this, that, and the third. Till one day she's bucked him now in one of the elevators at Fox. And thought, oh, wow, this guy is actually somebody at Fox, right? And she goes and tells Joy Taylor. And that's when Joy Taylor like kind of nudges like, hey, be quiet. Like, don't mention the fact that he's this person and like he knows us, that's basically that sort of thing, right? And then that's when she proceeds to let Faraji know about the situation, which is that I'm sleeping with this guy, innit? X, Y, and Z. So she now knows clearly she's having a relationship with this guy called Dixon. Dixon's married, Joy's married, and all of this sort of stuff is basically in aid of her bettering her chances of getting on the show, right? And firstly, yeah, what do you guys think of that? The reason why I'm bringing that up is because remember when Saleh said something about women using their sexual capital to progress?
Yes, that's a question I put to the panel, and I think Marx was the one who came on and spoke bluntly and said, yes, they do. And then Sally got enough confidence to follow it up to say, yeah. So Marx, he was the leader there.
Well, I can't remember. Were some of the women saying it doesn't really happen or what?
Yeah,
because some were basically saying, oh, then why is it that women are in high positions and like higher than they are, basically, isn't it?
I'll have to ask Tego if you can clip that stuff up to let me know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not going to speak on it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll wait until I see a clip.
Wait till you see what?
A clip.
Okay.
She's black.
Who's Joy Taylor?
Yeah, she's black.
All right, cool. Interesting.
Apparently her father is African American and her mother is Caucasian.
So she's black like Mariah Carey's black, isn't it?
I don't know. Is that what Mariah Carey's racial mix
Yeah,
is?
apparently she's her dad's African American and stuff, isn't it?
Oh.
Nice job. So anyway, why every other race here? Sorry, let's get back.
Yeah, man.
So-
Joy Taylor.
Joy Taylor. So this is the situation with Dixon, right? So now she's recognizing this was happening, and then one day she sees Joy Taylor with Emmanuel Acho, right? And that's basically where she's like, wait a minute, like I don't think it's really a good idea for you to sleep with Acho and be sleeping with Dixon to get where you want to get to in life, right? Or in the
It's
establishment.
kind of judgy.
Yeah, but they're basically friends now, innit? She's been a hairstylist for years now. She could talk to her like that.
Do you
innit?
agree with friends should be able to basically talk to their friends like that? Tell them that what they're doing is a bit hoish.
Yeah, if you're friends, you should be able to say what you want to say. If you're friends.
The way that I saw it, she was saying that my man's a powerful man, basically.
Yeah.
And if he finds out that you're dropping Ultra as well,
There'll be problems.
There's going to be problems, kind of
That's
thing.
exactly what it
That's more
was.
the advice. That
Yeah.
So she wasn't basically calling her like a hoe. She said, be careful.
Yeah, be careful. But she was also saying, essentially that's what it was.
Yeah.
And that's when Joy Taylor then said to her, I'm already powerful. I'm in a position of power already. I can do what I want. And goes on to say, worst case, in fact, I'm adding worst case scenario. If anything happens, I would then accuse him of using his position to basically trigger warning, rape. So this is not a man saying this, by the way. This is a woman, Faraji, saying another woman has told her this, confiding in her, said, I will use the rape card to quiet Dixon if he tries anything. Right? Cool.
Is it on court documents?
Of course.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm not making anything up.
No, I wasn't. You're speaking confidently enough. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't suggest that you were. I thought it was like sexual assault. I didn't know she actually said like rape.
No, I don't know if she said rape the word, but she basically said.
say that,
remember,
I just say like he forced himself
forced
on
me
me,
to-
or
yeah,
like he
to
just
sleep with me,
sexually assaulted me. That's what the woman's
yeah,
alleging.
yeah. And since we know that they've slept together, if he's forced her, what's that? That's rape, right?
My friend, I'm just trying to find out if she actually used the word,
No, I don't know if she used
Alright,
the
okay.
word. I don't remember her using the
but
word
it's
of rape.
implied basically.
100,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
clearly,
yeah.
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 So yeah. Anyway, so that's one situation. Another situation. Remember, this whole lawsuit is about Faraji and not Joy Taylor.
Yes.
So Faraji was at the bar one time. Dixon came over drunk, whatever. He's come over, asked for a drink, put his hand down.
Oh, I should put the trigger warning up. Hold up.
Yes.
There
Trigger
we
warning,
go.
guys. Trigger warning. He's come to get his drink, whatever. He's seen her at the bar. He's put his hand, like, on her lower back, innit? And she felt kind of uncomfortable in it. But then he's then progressed from there and start groping and all sorts of stuff. And that's when she's kind of just thought, nah, this is ridiculous. And faked a phone call and got the hell out of it, out of there. So that's one situation that's obviously put Dixon in this lawsuit. She now moves on. When I say moves on, she's now the hairstylist for Skip Bayless as well, right? And she's now talking about the advancements that or advances that Skip has now been doing on her, innit? Basically calling her voluptuous and all that sort of stuff, innit? And she's like saying that English is a second language. So she's not too sure what voluptuous means. And then she asks him, he's like, oh, figure it out. She then goes, ask somebody, they tell her, she's upset, thinking, what type of behavior is this? All that sort of stuff, right? Long story short, these are just the things that she's having to deal with, right? Working under Skip Bayless, doing his hair and Joy Taylor's hair. Then she has a situation with the cancer scare, and she lets Skip Bayless know this, and hoping for pity and just to kind of just understand her situation right now in her life. That's when he then offers the 1.5 mil to basically be like, listen, let's do X, Y, and Z. Da, 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 da. She's disgusted. She turns it down, X, Y, and Z. So he's just constantly trying certain things, right? And then Shannon Sharp comes into the picture. Skip sees her with Shannon Sharp and says, wait a minute, are you sleeping with Shannon Sharp? And he's upset by that. And she's like, no, like, how, like, I'm friendly with you, I'm friendly with everybody else, and how I'm friendly with Shannon Sharp. I don't, like, nothing to do with Shannon Sharp. And yeah, there's that whole situation. Because in reality, she's not doing anything with Shannon Sharp. It's just Skip Bayless who's jealous, right? Nothing actually is happening. And yeah, Skip Bayless is angry about that particular thing. I believe when he leaves as well, like, things just don't bode well for her, innit? And she can see that Fox is basically phasing her out. She also mentions one other thing where she tends to hum, innit? So when she's walking around, she's just humming. She's been humming for decades now, yeah. Well, not decades, but yeah. No, in fact, decades, since she was a kid. And she does that to kind of deal with her PTSD. So when she joined the company as Joy's hairstylist, she's been doing that. And nobody has said anything bad about it, whatever it may be. They understand why she does it. It's just her thing. Come to the tail end of her time there now, that's when it's one of those things that people are now saying, wait a minute, why is she doing this? And that's what, basically just saying everything she does is annoying, innit? Skip leaves, and she now has less and less people's hair to tend to, innit? So there's less work. And she speaks to Fox about it. They say, listen, we only have, I'll tell you, like, plainly now, innit? We only have the budget for one stylist now. It's not you, innit? It's somebody else. And so they basically systematically phased her out. This is what she's saying. Phased her out of that. Essentially leaving her to have no one to, you know what I mean? No clients. And so she's out of a job, man. And that's basically what the situation is. So everything was about her and her lawsuit. It just so happens that in the crossfire of all of this, we've now found out that Joy Taylor allegedly slept her way to the top. Used her sexual capital, basically.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course. 100% allegedly. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the situation.
Thank you very much for the synopsis, man. That was quite good.
Thank you.
I feel I know everything about it now.
Good.
So Skip Bayless is the white guy that was on that program that got rid of the black guy, right?
Yes, Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still on the program or is he
No, he's
off
left.
the program?
He's doing his own
He's
thing.
left. Okay. So this is whilst he was there.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's a bad thing that people use their beauty capital to get promotions, Mugs?
No.
How about you, Emmanuel?
I feel like it's just one of the things that everyone uses. I think
Okay.
people use whatever they have at their disposal. I think the bad thing is when you now try and perhaps maybe act as though you never did, and also try and lie about the situation. That's what I think is the bad thing.
The most like mashed up thing about this for you is the fact that this girl is alleging that this young lady, Joy Taylor, said, if I get any grief, I'm just going to basically say he sexually assaulted me.
In this whole thing, no, I think the worst thing about this whole thing is that this woman has to go through all this nonsense, innit? And that they were actually sexually assaulting her. You know what I'm saying? Dixon was rubbing up on her. Skip was rubbing up on her. You know what I mean? Trying to pay her for sex. No, man, that's diabolical. But outside of her, then yeah, 100%. 100%. Because you essentially going to ruin this man's life, ruin his career, potentially get him into prison because of... It's insane. It's insane.
The fact that she's mentioned Joy Taylor and she was supposed to be a friend, right?
Yeah.
That means that she's not going to be corroborating any of the claims that she's making against the men in the lawsuit.
But, as in Joy won't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she's kind of, quote unquote, thrown on the bus, isn't it?
Yeah. Ah, look. Sorry, somebody in the chat said, big up accuracy, said that, man, you forgot to mention what Skip said about her being a Muslim. So basically, thank you for reminding me about that. Basically, she basically said to him, oh, but you've got a wife. So in one of the exchanges where he's trying on her,
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, but you're Muslim. Like, don't your dad have like 2-3 wives already? Like, what's that sort of thing, innit? Yeah, that's basically what it was. But yeah.
That's fair.
Is that what you said?
No, I almost said that.
But yeah, that's basically what that was. But yeah, thank you for reminding me, accuracy. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah,
1.5 million is wild though. That's a lot of money.
For a night.
I don't know what the deal was that he tried to broker. Probably was a long-term thing that he was looking. I don't think it was.
Probably.
I don't think it was one-off.
You think
no chance, man.
You think that he was like, all right, 10, maybe 12, or let it be a continuous thing until the exam finished.
Yeah, just run it concurrent. Like it's just that couldn't have been a one night thing. 1.5 million. Remember, she's his hairstylist. She's a bat, so he would have wanted to. He was touching her up before he paid her. So
yeah, for real.
Is there any way we can look at it as though she's the victim?
What?
Joy.
Joe was married.
Can this be spun?
Joe was married when she was chopping my man.
So she was in a loveless relationship.
Infidelity.
I'm trying.
And
Trying to
then
spin it.
she got divorced, and then she got engaged again to someone, and the whole time she's been chopping my man and then Ocho on that as well. So there's a harlot anyway you
Who's
want to cut.
Ocho? Was he mentioned?
Yeah, Emmanuel Acho. Is it Acho or Ocho?
Acho.
Because I don't know him.
I don't like him. He's a coon.
Okay. There you go.
Just bad takes.
That's why he's a coon?
But I've heard Dr. Umar call him a coon. So
He likes white women, probably. Like Joy.
that's why I don't like him. Though. He's just chat shit.
Fair.
Have you seen the video where he's talking about her, where he's calling her a black woman, and they're saying that he just finished chopping her because he keeps smelling his fingers?
Yeah, I saw that. But tell me something. Just humor me for a second.
This is what
'cause
the
I didn't
internet is saying
understand.
as well. I didn't.
I know myself. I'm so new to this. I'm such a virgin in these matters, right? So, what's relevant with smelling his finger? Was that correlated to?
The essence.
Take this over.
Help me.
The whole time in the video, he keeps.
So, question. I don't
He
understand what you're
keeps doing
saying.
it repeatedly. So
Wait.
They're saying that's when he just left her yard.
But
So he was gassed.
Are you supposed to wash your hands and stuff?
He didn't want to.
No, if you want the essence on you. No, if you want to. The callback throughout the day, you get me?
Why are your brains, not you, the people online, so depraved for them to think that motion of him doing that is him smelling his fingers after it was inserted?
Reminiscence. Must be learned behavior. Must be something that men do, you get me?
Ah, okay. So every time y'all do that, I should assume that that's what's going on.
But when did man do that though?
No, in the future, if you ever do that, I'll look around the room and say, what?
No, but he didn't. I don't know whether there's anything in what they're saying, but it weren't like he just one time. You get what I'm trying to say? Like he kept every time he was like every time he said her name, he was like, Joy. It was like he was
Serious.
reminiscent and just wanted to be back in the moment. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So, and obviously, like, he was just liking what she was doing. It's like some man keep the knickers and thing. Feel like, just because they just want that fragrance for their Mr. Gallon thing. Or
Is it, man?
Want to reminisce and just
I have no idea, man.
do the gas mask thing.
People don't do that.
People do that.
People don't do that.
In all these billions of people in this world, do you think there's not people that do that? Just law of averages.
Oh, I
There has
thought you
to
were
be.
speaking from experience. You're
No,
just
no, no.
assuming somebody does that out there.
No, I've seen it. Not seen it, but like,
See, in movies and all that
yeah,
stuff. as
like,
well.
I'm aware of it. Like, it happens. I think it's a thing. I think it's actually a thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Is it like keeping like a hoodie? Or a large t-shirt?
Like girls do that, innit? And they keep the hoodie and they can, like, I can smell you, I smell like you and stuff like that. Maybe it's that.
But that's the man's fragrance. It's not like the man's not in the flipping hoodie,
But it's not like it's a fragrance as well. It's an aroma.
is it?
It's a woman's natural aroma, innit?
Do they smell?
Of something. So a smell. Everything has a smell. So yeah, a woman must smell.
What do they smell like?
I've met women. Every woman smells different.
Oh. It's all different, Emmanuel.
Pheromones and thing. Natural. It's a natural aroma, innit? Everybody's got an aroma.
Okay. Fair. Let's get off this topic. Because my naivety is going to get me in trouble. People are going to think I'm lying. I didn't know all of this information, but never mind. So,
What about when people are playing and they're been with a girl and they come back and go, oh, smell my finger.
What?
what?
Mm.
What?
Smell my finger.
No, I thought that was gun fingers.
No, but it's like,
Pew, pew.
what you been doing? I just linked my girl. What you doing? Man, go, hey, black up, man. What you doing?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all are not serious. Is this what acting men do?
I think it's
Oh,
a
man.
man from South London that do that.
Oh, itself. Oh my goodness. This slander will not run.
Those are scenarios
crazy.
that are not just created out of thin air.
Are
People
you
have done.
sure?
People have
Why
done
am I
those
not
things.
only hearing this for the first time?
People have done those things for like proof, innit? Or like thing, oh yeah, I just came back. Or like say like school and like, oh my god, I just came back with my girl. And it's like,
Oh, you're talking about school times.
I'm just saying.
When
through
you're
life.
younger.
Yeah, what
it's
it be
just-
when you're,
it's- I'm
like-
not- I don't think it's adults.
Yeah,
doing
but
that stuff.
He's a full-grown broadcaster.
Yeah, but he ain't making no one else smell it. He's smelling it himself.
Oh,
It's
you're
not like-
talking about the action of letting somebody else smell it.
Yeah, like, he's not, it's
okay.
not like he's imposing it on anybody else. That's just like I'm trying to say. Like I just think he wanted to connect and just
Yo,
like,
this
be in the
is
moment.
mad. How we're not focusing on this woman who's allegedly been like harassed, abused, and this, that, and the next. Let's focus on that instead, innit? So obviously you're gonna be across this article, this particular case, right, Emmanuel? So you keep feeding back
Yeah, man.
until Esther comes back, obviously.
Yes, I'm going to try my
You
best.
done well, man. That was good. That was a good
Thank you.
synopsis. A good roundup.
I'll try my best.
You didn't do that for Tego, though.
Yeah, I
You didn't
don't
give
know
people
too
the
much.
background information and whatnot. You just called him a thief.
Well, Joy's black, innit? So I know more about black people stuff. When you're racially ambiguous, we can use it anyhow we want to.
But to be honest,
Anyway.
didn't you say that he's part of the barbecue? What do you call it? Cookout?
Well, he's invited to the cookout.
Yeah, Tego, isn't he? Somebody that you invite to the cookout.
I don't use that language. 'Cause I don't have cookouts. But Tego's
Cooking?
Cool. Tego's cool.
Yeah, for the longest while he has been in it, and obviously. We don't know all this information about what's happened. Obviously, a lot has happened behind the scenes and whatnot.
And that's what's funny because even
But
being someone that
wasn't he largely responsible for a lot of the stuff that we don't know about yet?
yeah, Tego done a lot of stuff. But what's funny about this whole situation is someone that's even like so close to it, yeah, still doesn't know all the information. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why it'd be interesting to see how he handles this show and
Because
this episode.
he
and
did
stuff.
what you were saying. He was speaking confidently, right? He was like, I apologize that I've been away. I apologize that I've taken away joy and entertainment from you guys screened for the longest while. He kind of apologized for Filthy and the state of Filthy, right? Or am I reading into that?
Oh no, I didn't watch the full video. I saw Christy and I was done.
Oh, serious?
I didn't watch the full video. I'll be real.
Well, he said that he's gonna be back and he's gonna be better than ever, and he's gonna be bringing a lot of people with him. So, can we expect to see you there? Can we expect to see Lippy there? Can we expect to see PK?
I didn't get the call. So,
But it's gonna be a long tenure, innit? He's not just gonna be a flash in the pan. It's impossible for Tego to be a flash in the pan. Tego
doesn't sound like a one and done.
Yeah, he's a pioneer.
He's been gone for Airways for a while.
Honest, Poet is a pioneer in this thing.
Yeah.
Poet's been doing this for the longest while.
He's been gone for nothing, innit? So it seems like he's got all his ducks in a row. It don't seem like it's a flash in the pan thing. I don't think he would have stepped out if he wasn't prepared to.
Yeah, I reckon that there are more nuggets that are going to drop that are just going to spin people's heads as to how strategic and committed he is to the lick back. Why'd you laugh like that?
No, it's just the way you framed it. It just made me laugh. Let's get back.
I think he's going to be all right because, as you said, the audience isn't just going to be the scene. It's going to be everything that the scene has permeated or impacted. And that's a massive audience. And he's definitely going to be, if he's producing, if he's directing, we've already seen examples of his good work, his fine work. Filthy, right?
Yeah.
You're saying that he was responsible for Filthy.
He was a producer on there.
But I thought it was old Poet, man.
What, that does the production? Poet's probably Poet's the creator, innit? If that makes sense. He put it together like Filthy's Poets.
It is, isn't it? So he should get all of the praise for Filthy because he made it happen.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like people are running to you and saying, Margs, man, you made Filthy because they've been seeing you 24/7. It's Poet that has to get the credit. Obviously, Tego used to moderate, and he is a fantastic moderator, right? Every time I watched Filthy, I was always enamored by how he moderated because he kept things sticking over. He was the glue. He was the...
You've done more than moderator in regards to Filthy.
Talk to me.
What do you mean?
What else did you do?
He's a producer, bro. He produced the show.
And he said he formatted it.
All the formats,
Directed it.
He's a producer. He produced the show, bro. What do you mean? You're not stupid. You can pretend to
No,
be. You can pretend
I understand
to be.
I'm naive in all of this.
No,
I'm
you could be
in all of
naive in
this.
all the information, but you know what producer is. If I tell you produced a show, you know what it means. You know what that comes under. So
No. Imaya produces this show.
then big him up. It's a good show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right then. Hey, great man. Come on.
It's about time, goddammit.
All right, cool. Emmanuel, if
Yes.
I did what's alleged
Yeah.
that Tego did, obviously it's still out because we're waiting on this video for him to basically bear all,
Yeah.
right? And I guess we're going to find out some more information because we've only heard one side so far, which is his. We haven't heard Poet's side.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what is he actually what's he coming to say?
Didn't
though?
Poet talk about it on HC?
I don't know if he alluded to things. I don't know if it is. I think Loon said more than Poet said. He was in the clip.
Yeah.
Christy said more than Poet said. Because I don't know if it is Poet calling him a colonizer. I don't think he would say it. Usually was that towards Tego.
I can't think of Poet calling him that in public. I didn't watch the HT episodes. So I don't know what he got into and what he didn't get into. But I thought he kind of addressed it, kind of thing.
When is this scene going to give Poet his due?
Poet gets his flowers though, man.
In a way that stuff like this doesn't or can't ever happen. Because I saw so many people going against Poet in this whole exchange, even before he even said anything. And even after he said some stuff.
That's just people that don't like Poet. Poet's polarizing character.
Ah.
And there's people...
And Tego is not a polarizing character?
Yeah, he actually is, to be fair, as well. They have similar things. Well, I don't know for everybody, but I know that within like the Filthy crowd, there's people that like them, people that dislike them just for breathing, innit? You know what I'm saying? So anybody that was going against Poet could have been people that already used to chat shit about him.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the same goes for Tego, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because
Yeah.
before Tego left, and people are saying that he should be back, or he was a good moderator, or he's this and that. There was bare people saying Tego should go, or he don't need to be here, or this guy just chat shit, or like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like people forget they got short memories on how they used to move. You get me? So I think you're just going to support like whatever you, literally what humans do. They're biased, isn't it? They go with the people that they like or whatever. They form their opinions on. They don't need to be based on fact or anything. It's usually feelings and stuff. However they feel, they're going to support who they want. They're going to cuss who they want. And to the victor goes the spoils, I guess, isn't it?
This is so messy, man, because somehow I'm thinking that when this like resumes and Tego starts building what he's building, there's gonna be money there, isn't it? Because obviously it looks like he's backed up with some sort of investment, right? And Tego will always land on his feet, right? And he has always put the man them on, and I think he's gonna continue putting the man them on, right? I don't think he's gonna change his spots in that regard, right?
Well, I don't think he's not gonna change, if that makes sense. That's what he believed he stood for. That's what if he's saying he's not done what they're saying he's done, then why is he gonna change? He's gonna continue moving in the same vein, in the same light that he was moving in before. So, and obviously he said he's alluded to the fact that he's coming back with people and stuff and rest of it there. So it seems like it's just more of the same for him, innit? It's just whether, I don't know, what's this like? What do you call this, like damage control? It's just I'm genuinely interested to see this episode, to see what he says, and then we'll see the aftermath of it. Whether was it enough? Did it work?
Did it tip the scale?
Did it tip the
But
scale?
I'm more
Yeah,
interested
kind of
in
thing.
the long-term aspect of this because there is investment in my head backing this. So where it comes to those he basically put on before, he's going to want to continue to put them on. I mean, you're an example. So if some money's put on the table and you're asked, come true.
What, the right amount of money?
100%.
You know me, baby.
Come
I'm
on.
a capitalist.
There you go.
I'm a capitalist, man. Random bucks, man. Living bread. I don't give a fuck about what people be saying in their yard.
And this is full circle moment. This is full circle moment. We talked about betrayal at the top of the show.
Yeah.
And I asked you, what would you do if somebody betrayed you? And essentially, some people could look at you and say, well, if it is that you take money from Tego, you'd be betraying Poet.
Right, I was been taking money from Tego. He was paying me. I didn't get robbed in the situation. You know
Sorry,
what
I
I'm
don't think you've answered my question.
How?
What you just said is, but he's been paying me. Why can't I continue getting paid by Tego?
I'm not here for friendship. This ain't friends and all this stuff. This is business. I got bills to pay. I got a youth and stuff. You can't tell me I'm wrong for going to further myself and go and get opportunities and get money because of what I'm supposed to be. What the fuck are you doing here? Like, I don't give a shit about none of that stuff. I don't care what people think about me. I told you already. I got a gun. Get what I'm saying? Like, I'm smoking. Like, raw. Like, I'm on my own thing. I worry about myself. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So if there was, I'm not cutting off my nose to spite my face. If there's opportunities there that I'm going to take, if there's money there for me to go and further myself and do it, I would do it. I'm Vince McMahon. This is business.
Yeah.
I'm not here for friends and feelings. I didn't, man, just moving like man from the sandbox. Anything that I've done to work with, man, how I know, man, it's all business and opportunities. It's all about money and getting bread. This is what it's about. And this is what I'm sticking to.
And this is why I think he used Christie's clip.
What?
You don't wonder how I connected that, right?
Go on.
Because in Christie's mind, he's a colonizer.
Ah.
Do you understand? And if you've now said, just put the right money in front of me, quote unquote colonizer, then she's now have to look at you sideways.
Again, they could look at me.
You can say F Christie. Hold up. Go on.
No, I'm not going to say that. I like Christy. But anyone can look at me how they want to look at me.
Yeah.
You get me? Whatever people think of me ain't none of my business.
Yeah.
And I can't let people's opinions affect the decisions that I'm making in my real life.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Is there any principled stance that you would take? Not this particular scenario.
If he directly done the accused things and Rob Poet how they said he did and all these things and all these heinous and nefarious acts, then
As
obviously...
in how Loon said he did.
Well, how
like I said, even me being so close, I don't have all the information. You know what I'm trying to say that. But if he's done wrong,
Yeah.
then it's like that's bad business dealings. Then maybe you shouldn't really want to do business with someone that does.
Because he might do the same thing to you.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So you have to be mindful of those.
So it's not even a betrayal thing for you. It's he might do it to me as well.
Yeah.
I want to know about. I'm trying to go back to the initial topic about the betrayal. You understand? I'm trying to find what would it be for you that you're like, nah, not happening.
But there's betrayal and there's betrayal. There's level. Like I've growing up in the hood. I've got a brethren that's robbed another one of my brethren that we was all supposed to be friends, and I didn't cut none of them off. Still friends with the youth.
So you've been here
that
before.
robbed my brethren. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so like, this ain't my first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is big. Like, this is usual business. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know.
They're saying you've already filmed a couple episodes.
Nah, but if I got paid the price, if I got paid the price, there's a price. You would have seen me. You would have seen me.
Oh man!
If the juice was worth the squeeze, I could have done it. But then again, I would still have to know. I'd have to know all the information though. I'd have to know where I stand. I'm not just gonna sit there blindly, sick of money, and then be looking like a fool. I still need to know. Yeah. I need to know what's going on, and then I can make a personal decision for myself whether I think this is wrong or this is right. You know what I'm trying to say? Like everybody's morals ain't they're not linear. What might be cool with you or might not be cool with you, I might be fine with. You know what I'm trying to say?
Big fact, Brent.
No, it's facts. Like you might tell me that you done. You might tell me that you done something and then tell me why you done it, and then I say, all right, cool. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like murdering these things. Yeah, they're wrong and rest of the table. But you can sit me down and tell me why you killed homeboy, and I'll be like, you know what, for real, you should have dead. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? There's some people that's a hard line. They don't agree with it. There's nothing you can say. I think you should never kill anybody. All right, cool. That's on you. You know what I'm trying to say? So I would need all the information before I make any decisions. And I still don't have, believe it or not, I still don't have all the information. You get me? So.
And that speaks to the messy or murkiness of it. It's not black and white.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, because obviously, I know even less than you, by far, right? But do you feel like this could be one of them situations where it's like a misunderstanding? Where it's like, you know like how Diddy allegedly, not allegedly, but I guess he robbed the Locks and Mason and man there, yeah? But really, one could say he didn't rob them. It was more so just the terms of the contract wasn't favorable for them. So it's not like he's robbing them, but they didn't understand what he was signing up to. Could this be one of those situations, and it may sound dumb, right, where Tego's maybe doing certain things, expenses are going to certain places that Poet just never knew about, but that is essential for the business to run. So when the money's going there and then he's paying himself for doing the admin, it's looking like he's stealing money. Could it be one of those type of situations?
I think everything's on the table. You get what I'm trying to say? Let's have it right. I think everything's on the table. It could be a situation like that. It could be just straight dastardly acts. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just all on the table. We have to see. And I don't know. Obviously, I don't think that the public's ever gonna fully get it. You know what I'm trying to say? That I don't know if them two have sat down and they haven't sat down and laid everything out on the line in front of, say, like all of us. So everybody knows everything that's going from both sides. There's always two sides to every story. Then there's the truth. You know what I'm trying to say? And there's both sides still maintaining how they feel and what they think happened and so I don't know. What's Ed saying? Even if things weren't as they're portrayed, the court of public opinion says otherwise. So is it worth being tarnished with the same brush for the bag? Yeah, I don't care about those brush. He's not tarnished. What the fuck you want? I want to care about my bills.
Fair. But let me switch it to Emmanuel now, right? Because I understand where you're coming from. I think people might see you differently, Emmanuel, because you are representing like a movement that speaks against this all the time, right? Would your principles basically kick into play, and would you do something different than what Marx is saying that he will fully do for money?
Yeah, I would. Like even in that same example. but at the same time, I do understand everyone's different for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like Mark said, it's not like you know each other from day one, from nursery times. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to business, if you operate in the business world with the business mindset, you'll do things differently. You know what I'm saying? But in the same scenario, for example, let's just say I heard somebody try to rob you or rob you, Brett, and they offered me money. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it might happen.
So, that's. So you're saying that if I get journaled, right, because you're my friend, you would stand next to me and you wouldn't basically take any money from the person who robbed me.
Yeah.
So why you're from Hackney, Pembury Estate? How come London don't feel the same way?
Everybody's different. I don't mix my
Sorry,
words.
I saw you because you asked the question.
That's fine, but I don't mix my words, and everybody knows how I feel and how I stand on both sides, from Tego to poet to anybody. I don't mix my words. I'm not gonna surprise no one. Like, everybody knows what I'm on. I've been through too much in my life to worry about other people. I put myself first. Yeah. Like, genuinely. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't care about none of the nonsense. I will do what works for me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I've got no problems. Like, I've got no qualms for it. You know what I'm trying to say? And like I said, I would need to know so I can make a decision for myself. But every decision I make is my decision. I don't care about none of that stuff. I told you, it's about the business. It's about the bottom line. Vince McMahon hired Sable after she tried to give him the lawsuit and things. Still bring her back. You know what I'm trying to say? It's got to make sense.
The two examples, are they two white people?
Yeah.
That doesn't work here.
Okay, cool.
I think I hear what you're coming from. I really do, because you just said that you need to hear all the information first. So you're not really saying anything until it is that you have all the information.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. That's how I'm saying.
Of course.
I understand exactly what
Of
you're
course.
saying. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you might find out, why am I back in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ain't using me.
At all.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
No one ain't using me. How can I force an opinion and just jump on? I'm not jumping in no fire for no one before I know anything. I said, this is useless business. Because when I'm in my yard, I'm drinking sugar and water and bread.
Yep.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one turned. Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying?
It's
The
facts.
fuck we doing here?
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not sneaky.
Yeah.
I'm not a sneaky person. Everybody knows how I am and how I stand. If you don't like me, just don't rock with me. You get what I'm trying to say? So,
Yeah, so you be sat to his right, telling everybody, you know my steez. I think if
you know
I
what?
see
Saying
you
that,
there,
now you just. That would be tough, man. Hey, that would be tough.
that would do the rounds.
Oh,
That
be
would
hard.
do the rounds.
That must be some bag. Fucking hell.
Fair. And how it is, I know you and what I know of your character, right? If I do see you there, I would know that that's the right choice, based on all of the information that you weighed up. I don't think I know you to do something that is wrong in your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that would matter to me, because me and your friendship, that's all I'm interested in. The benefit that you're going to get from this after weighing this stand up, it's only because nobody else is looking after you and your welfare. Nobody else.
It's a tough one, though.
Yeah. Obviously, people like Emmanuel,
but
he's willing to basically drink the sugar water.
But the thing is, again, I see it from an economics perspective, like most things, innit? This is why I fully understand the position. But at the same time, economics doesn't necessarily tell you what to do, just lets you know what your options are. So I would know, this is what I'm prepared to give up for X, Y, and Z, this particular person, you know what I'm saying, or people. But yeah, it would be a handful. It won't be like the whole damn thingy. Because like you said, we've seen it plenty of times. Black people put their lives on the line for the community, say certain things for the community, defend the community. And when certain people, down the end of that criticism, certain groups of people come and attack them, where's the black community to help them, man? You know what I'm saying?
But see, I've got a lot to consider, though, because I don't know whether I'd, even though I say I don't care and stuff like that, yeah.
I'm seeing you as Trump right now.
No, but I'm saying, I don't know.
Allegory, bro.
I don't know if I've got enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got enough like capital in the bank with the TMB. To make it through. Like, I'm not jeopardizing nothing with TMB for the sake Tego, like, I don't know whether they'll be with me or not. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Wait, stop. I don't know Tego, right? But can you not speak to his intent and character? For the longest while you've known Tego, has he always kind of moved with good intent for the culture in which it is that he's benefited from?
yeah, that's. You can't. I don't want to just defend and jump out there for anyone. You can't speak to people's true intentions. So yes, it's easy to say that on the surface, but if there's stuff going on behind the scenes, or if man's got a different mentality or a different plan, then you know what I'm trying to say.
I was just about to say that to
So
you, bro.
Christie was right.
I was just about to say that to you because from day 1 to day 360, that person may look like X. You know what I'm saying? When 361 comes,
You'll go back to the thing that he said.
It's
If they
related.
swim at true colours.
it's related, 100%.
Alright,
Because
alright.
the person could be doing X, Y, and Z for this. When it's time to bank it, I show you who I am. You know what I'm saying? And then you'd be disappointed. And then you'd be like, okay, cool. Next year, though, I'm keeping you at a distance.
It's so going to be interesting to see this mess unfold because what would need to happen is that if he's making claims to the counter, then Poet would then have to basically come and rebut it in a manner that will bring clarity. And I don't see
I
that
think it'll
happening.
get too messy because I don't
I
think
don't
it's
see that
just
happening.
as it's gonna stand. If he's still refuting everything and not agreeing it, then it's my word versus yours.
Yeah.
That's too messy. That's not enough. I don't think that's strong enough. I think he's smart enough to know that's not strong enough.
Yeah.
So if he's gonna strongman everything that he's saying, it needs to come with receipts.
Yeah.
And then receipts, that's when it just gets messy.
Very.
That's when it's nasty. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not looking forward to seeing it play out because I don't know.
Me neither, man. No, I'm lying. I want to report on it on this show. This is what we do here. I mean, we're talking about Trump. We're talking about all these particular disasters around the world. Why can't we talk about what's here at home? Do you
No,
understand?
we should.
we
This is
talk
what we
about
do.
it.
It's a news
Yes.
platform.
Yeah. Come on.
But you just don't want to see it descend into nonsense, though, innit?
Nah.
He's saying, nah, dude. He's saying,
I just want to correct him. I don't want to see black people losing. That's what. it
Yeah,
is.
100%.
That's the bit. That's the bit I don't want. That's the bit I don't want, man. That's the bit I want. And
And innocent people too, though.
If Tego comes to look malign Poet in a way, and now everybody's online just rubbing off everything that Poet's done off the back. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. He's too important to this thing that we exist in currently, man.
a lot for the culture, man.
This is messy.
And this is kind of what goes back to what I was saying earlier, though. When people, as in the community that you're trying to serve, throw you away. You know what I'm saying? So imagine a situation like that, where it's like, okay, cool, all these people have benefited from the work the Poets put in, the years. You know how many years? Like, if you actually think about it, obviously you know.
I remember
back
seeing
in the
him
day,
on TV. On,
Channel U and
what was it? Not Back of Grove. It's not, one of them shows, the young shows. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
No,
But yeah, he was on a TV show way back in the day.
he's been active
Yeah,
for
yeah.
decades. No exaggeration. And then all of a sudden, something like this comes up, and then people want to throw him under the bus. And
Is it Shoko Green's Hill?
I don't know, but you know, even me saying all this, I stood with her. I stood by him, 10 toes down,
That's
batten
it.
down the hatches.
100%.
And it was time. You catch me there. Feel free every week. I'm still filthy
100%.
to the world.
You proper look to invest in things that you truly believe in.
Yeah.
You proper. A lot of people don't even understand how much you actually do that. And yeah, one would say, yeah, but he believes in it. But you still have to flip and turn up.
100%.
And you turn up and you turn up each and every time.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like the mess that's involved in this, because you're now questioning, how would they look at me? It shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. This shouldn't be where we are right now with this particular fantastic product that is filthy. It shouldn't be where we are.
Especially where we was in the period. Like, it's just sad. It's just sad how it went, innit? Because we was cooking.
Bloody hell.
Sometimes you got to tell the truth and shame the devil, man. If it needs to come out, it needs to come out. Put it all right. You get me, recorrect, and we move on.
All right, I want to talk about some football, so let's fly through the
Yes.
headlines, please. All right.
All right, people, it's quite a few headlines. So we kind of touched on this before, but the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has hit back at Donald Trump's threat to use economic force to absorb Canada into the US, saying there isn't a snowball's chance in hell to join the two. President-elect Trump has in recent weeks repeatedly needled Canada about it becoming the 51st US state. Trump reiterated his threat to bring in a tariff on Canadian goods unless the country took steps to increase security on the shared US border. The ongoing tariff threat comes at a politically challenging time for Canada. On Monday, Trudeau announced that he was resigning, though he will stay on as Prime Minister until the governing Liberals elect a new leader, which is expected sometime in late March. Canada's parliament has been suspended until the 24th of March to allow time for the leadership race. Economists warn that if Trump follows through on imposing tariffs after he's inaugurated on the 20th of January, it would significantly hurt Canada's economy. Almost 3.6 billion Canadian dollars worth of goods and services crossed the border daily in 2023. This according to the Canadian government figures. The Trudeau government has said it's considering imposing counter tariffs if Trump follows through on the threat. Next headline, and Senegal and Chad have reacted to remarks by the French President Emmanuel Macron about African countries being ungrateful over France's role in helping fight militant jihadist insurgencies. On Monday, Macron said that the Sahel states forgot to thank France for its role amid the continuing withdrawal of French troops from West African countries. He said no Sahelian nation would be a sovereign nation without France's intervention that prevented them from falling under the control of the militants. This man is insane. He's a diabolical human being. In response, Chad's Foreign Minister Abdelrahman Koulamala said that Macron's comments have revealed his contempt for Africa, 100%. Everyone should have seen it anyway prior to these comments. Senegal's Prime Minister, that's my guy, Ousmane Sonko, said that France had in the past contributed to destabilizing certain African countries, such as Libya, which had disastrous consequences for the region's security. Macron made his comments at an annual ambassadors conference in France, saying that France was reorganizing its strategic interests in the region and rejected the idea that it had been forced to withdraw from Africa. Also in Africa, Ghana's president has approved visa-free travel for all African passport holders. Big up Ghana. Nana Akufo-Addo announced a historic visa-free travel policy during his final State of the Nation address before he officially steps down on the 6th of January. The landmark policy allowing visa-free travel for all African passport holders was effective from the start of this year. Ghana is not the first African country to offer visa-free travel for African passport holders. Rwanda, the Gambia, Benin, and Seychelles have also implemented similar policies as well. The president hopes the move will help to boost economic growth, tourism, and Pan-Africanism. In 2018, Akufo-Addo launched the Year of Return to commemorate 400 years since the first enslaved people were brought from Africa to Jamestown, Virginia in 1619. The Year of Return welcomed 1.5 million tourists and generated a staggering $1.9 billion in revenue as a result from the Year of Return activities. Ghana is believed to be the #1 destination for African Americans and diaspora Africans in 2019. And Nana Akufo-Addo has served as Ghana's president since 2017. Next headline, also linked to Ghana as well, John Mahama has been sworn in for the second term as Ghana's president at a ceremony in the capital of Accra with around 20 African leaders in attendance. So basically, he's the one taking over from Nana Akufo-Addo, who we just spoke about. Mahama won 56% of the vote in the nation's presidential election on December 9th, defeating the ruling party candidate and vice president Bawumia, who secured 41%. Mahama takes over from the outgoing president Nana Akufo-Addo, who served 2 terms in power. Among those present were the Nigerian president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senegal's president Bassirou Diomaye Faye, Burkina Faso's leader Ibrahim Traore, Kenyan president William Ruto. There's a bunch of other people that were there. Mahama 66 was sworn in alongside Jane Nana Akufo-Addo, who is the first woman to become the vice president in Ghana. Trigger warning on this headline: and London super club Drumsheds has retained its license to operate following 2 drug deaths and a stabbing at the venue in recent months. Enfield Council confirmed that the club and the event space in Tottenham will be allowed to remain open with modified conditions after a license meeting on Tuesday. It comes as the Met Police continues to investigate the death of the 27-year-old man who attended an event at Drumsheds on October 12 last year. His death is believed to be drug-related. A 29-year-old woman also died in hospital after attending an event at the venue on December 7th in what believed to also be a drug-related death. And on November 16th, officers were called to Drumsheds after a man was attacked with a weapon in the venue. No arrests have been made over any of the 3 incidents. And our last headline, somebody by the name of Matthew Liversberger, who's 37, a U.S. Army Green Beret, fatally shot himself just before a truck blew up outside the hotel, outside one of Trump's hotels on New Year's Day. So basically, police in Las Vegas say that they've now reviewed his ChatGPT searches prior to the explosion. And the searches indicate that he used ChatGPT for information on explosive targets, the speed at which certain rounds of ammunition would travel, and also whether fireworks were legal in Arizona. He left notes where he labeled the explosion a wake-up call for a nation he said was terminally ill and heading towards collapse. The notes also touched on political grievances, societal problems, and domestic and international issues, including the war in Ukraine. However, according to officials, Liversberger harbored no ill will toward the president-elect Donald Trump, and in one of the notes he left, he said that the country needed to rally around him, as well as the Tesla boss, Elon Musk. Authorities said that he acted alone and that the incident appeared likely to be a tragic case of suicide. The explosion caused minor injuries in 7 people, but virtually no damage to the Trump International Hotel.
So are they ignoring that he's from the same army base as the one that drove through New Orleans? And they rented the cars from the same company and thing as well. They might have like some sleeper cells in there.
That's what the
Good
conspiracy. One of the conspiracies are.
They need to look into that. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Interesting. But yes, that's it for the headlines.
All right, are we doing this?
Asking for a friend.
Dilemma? Asking for a friend?
Yes.
All right, let's get into asking. All right, so asking for a friend. Happy New Year, guys. I want your help with trusting again. A girl I was dating around Christmas a year ago in 2023 set me up badly. I'd gone on 3 dates with this girl and I really liked her. On the 4th date, a week before Christmas, I invited her to my house to cook some food, but she had her location on her phone and didn't tell me that she shared my address on her phone. The date went well and a week went on and a lot of my belongings were stolen from my house. The police did an investigation and found out that the girl that I had dated set me up and leaked my address and jeopardized my safety, and I've been traumatized to date ever since. I want to go back out and meet someone, but I'm scared that something similar will happen again. I'm scared to give my address to a woman that I'm dating because I just don't know what they can do with it, who they can send my address to, and especially with them turning the location on. I'm also in 2 minds about it because I feel like it's the masculine, manly thing to do. Do you have any advice? Hopefully you understand my dilemma. Wishing you well for 2025. You understand this dilemma, guys?
Mm-hmm.
So, just so I'm clear, there are some of his ops who stole from his house because the girl who came through had a location on and they followed her, or...
Well, he didn't...
It might not be ups though.
It might not be ups. It might just be thinking...
Couldn't she just tell them where he lived as opposed to her having the flipping
Location.
Yeah, but he didn't tell her where he lived. He brought her there and then she put her location on. So he just drove her there, for example.
Oh, so she didn't know where she was?
No, but what I mean is that, like, let's just say he picked her up and then they went back to his house.
Yeah.
It's not like she has the address and the postcode and all that stuff, innit? She just got there, turned the location on. And then...
Why are you saying stuff like ops? Are you assuming that he's from that lifestyle?
I'm reading into it like that, I guess. Because what is the relevance of the location being on?
The robber's found his house.
Who is the robber? It's connected to the girl, right?
Yeah, we don't know who the robbers are, but he's saying...
You're saying it could be anybody. And it doesn't have to be his ops.
Well, he's... For a girl to do that and for the move to go down, he must have things of value in the house. You know what I'm trying to say? So he could just be a target because he could just be a person that has valuable things. It might not be an op. He might just be like a rich person, like footballers and stuff get robbed and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So he might just have stuff to lose and have money and have assets there. But I hear you. There could be, he could be from the streets and it be obviously surplus to a lot of cash and other things and tear.
Can you sometimes tell if it's a street individual who's typing?
Sometimes, maybe depending on the language that they use. Obviously, because of the type of story, that is something that will cross your mind. You know what I'm trying to say? But obviously, him saying he's scared to give out his address to women and stuff like that, he could just be someone with money.
Yeah.
That's
He
how
might
I'm
not-
saying it.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he might not be, he might not be from the streets.
Yep.
When you read it all, I just think he's just someone that's got shit to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
And I think on the flip side, I guess it's important for her safety and security that she has a record of where she's going.
There's girls that do
With
that. If they
strange
go to a
people.
man's yard that you ain't never been to before, and she'll share a location, have a live location on with her brethren or a sister or a, like whatever it may be. I don't really like that, but at the same time, you can't really. Like if both of you ain't got nothing to hide, if that makes sense. If both of you ain't doing nothing wrong, what's the problem? She wants to cover her back with her safety. Like you're not gonna do nothing to her. You don't do, like. I suppose you're both within your rights to feel how you feel, but it kind of is what it is.
I guess in this case, we shouldn't care about the women because it's him that's asking for help.
No, but obviously he just met a bad apple, innit? Someone that can't be trusted. If he's got another woman that he wants to talk to, and he wants to invite her to her house, and she hasn't been there before, she might say she might not know him that well or whatever. What's he gonna do? Kick up a fuss when she wants to share a location? Well, if he wasn't aware that she done that, but what if they make him aware of it? Then, like, then you know, like, look, I ain't been there before. Registered there. I'm sharing my location with my girl or whatever. What's he gonna do? Kick up a fuss and go crazy at her for it?
And it's interesting how he knows that it's him being robbed is connected to her.
Well, he said the police did an investigation and they found out. I don't know how they done that. Has the girl been arrested? I don't know how the police did an investigation and found out that the girl leaked your address.
Probably text messages or something, innit? When they found out the person who did the robbing, he wasn't really, he's just an opportunist, innit? And then when they've caught him, seen his phone, spoke to the guy, has anything changed in your life in the last week, 2 weeks, whatever, then connected the dots, I brought this girl over, seeing the messages. Yeah.
Is that a regular thing, as in first date go house as opposed to like
That
somewhere
might not be
public?
first date though.
Ah, okay.
No, but I think that's regular. I think people do that a lot.
Okay.
First time the kids come to the yard. Because you know what it is? I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people got PTSD and delusions of grandeur and they want to move things like, oh, no, girl ain't coming to my yard. Like, no one ain't after you, Ruth. But like, shut up. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, stop your foolishness, man. Like, no one ain't after you. No one ain't doing this. This ain't the movies. Like, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyone can come to your house. You mean no one ain't on you? Who do you think you are? What do you think is gonna happen? Like, shut up. Like, I hate that shit. But then again, at the same time, there's certain people who might live a certain lifestyle or have a lot to lose. You do have to take those things into considerations. But then again, it's about the type of people that you're dealing with. I feel like sometimes if you're talking to someone, moving like you wanted to get to know them, even if you don't want to get to know them, even if you just want to sleep with them, whatever, but the interactions that you're having beforehand, if your spider senses tingle and you're thinking you can't bring this person to my yard and all this kind of thing, what are you even doing with them? Like, if you're not comfortable to bring someone to your house, then I don't know if they're the right person for you, because I don't know, like I said, is it PTSD? What have you been through? What are you thinking about or second guessing that this person's gonna do to you? Like you should be comfortable enough to allow you into my house, into my sanctuary. This is where I live. I've always had that problem because I've lived alone since I've been 16, 17. So you might not want to always bring people to your yard, but it's like, well, where else are we gonna meet then? Like what else are we gonna do? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is crazy. And if I feel that, like I said before, if I feel that way about you, then I'm not just gonna link you in the first place. It's like, yeah, of course you can come to my yard. It's not everybody's got hotel money and thing. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I pay rent and council tax and that for this very reason. I should be afforded these freedoms. I should be able to slam up who I want, when I want, in my yard. You get me? So, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how you... I don't even know how you can say to meet good people. Again, because if he's someone that's got money and he's seen as a target, then it's going to be hard for him to just trust people, innit? Off the back. So maybe just stop bringing them to your yard, do hotels and thing until you're sure about the person, maybe. Until they're properly vetted. It's a tough one. I don't know. It's a tough one. Would you have advice for him, Brent?
I don't think that he should start going on Grindr.
Oh.
What? Sorry, I was reading something. And
Okay.
on my phone. It's probably why you're telling me if I speak confidently, don't pick my phone up in it. Sorry.
It works both ways. I've gone to Garage Yard the first time and all that. So what? It's like the jeopardy's there either way. Whether you could be set up or wherever, or like women have to worry about SA and all these kind of things. Like it works both ways. Like humans are like when you have interactions with people. If you think the person's not a good person or not a trustworthy person, then you shouldn't be wanting to link them like anyway. Like once you talk to someone, obviously you never really truly know someone, but you should be out here long enough that you should be able to judge characters like that. I don't think it's that egregious or that crazy to bring in someone to your house for the first time. Even that man saying, "Oh, it has to be a whole month." If someone's waylaying and setting for you, well, what's the hardship of waiting a month to get into your yard? That ain't nothing. I'll wait the 30 days to get there. Then it's nothing. If I've got a bigger picture and keep my eyes on the prize, I can chill out for 3-4 weeks till you let me in the yard, and I can still do what I'm doing. There's no foolproof way around this. It's about trusting and it's about good people and humans. If you can't trust someone, you can't trust them. If someone's got bad intentions, they got bad intentions. Whether it's on the first time or the 21st time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Because you think you just got to be mindful with the people that you're dealing with and do a better job at picking the people that you want to interact with and spend time with, really and truly. Because there's no real foolproof way around it. Oh.
Yeah, for real, man.
I don't think it should affect how he moves forward with women. Is what I should have said. I said I was reading something, so the Grindr was on my phone. I said that wrong. Grindr wasn't on my phone. I don't have Grindr on my phone.
All right,
the
then.
word Grindr was on my phone. The word was on my
These
phone.
jokes like expensive, bread, you know?
Not for me. I mean, I'm sure some people think I'm a homosexual, but I don't mind.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, but he should be more diligent. If you've been hurt once, then be a bit more wiser next time. Don't do the same thing again.
He ain't blaming you, by the way. He's just saying.
Yeah, 100%. It's not your fault. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. Even though you were stolen from.
Victimized.
You're not a victim.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not a permanent state.
Cool.
Yeah.
And remember. Okay.
Remember.
I was just going to say, obviously, remember, don't think every woman is like this, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
One might betray you, but there's
Are you
loads
going
that
back to the
won't.
beginning?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying one might betray you, but many won't. You know what I'm saying?
And you say man move like they won't let the gal come to their yard. You let the weed man come to your yard though.
Hey. And he knows.
Like, what are we doing here? Like, allow it, man.
Sure.
These are just chatting
Yeah,
shit.
sure. 100%.
But there's an incentive though. The weed man wants your money, innit? So he's gonna behave.
Yeah, she wants your
wants your money
honey.
too.
She wants your honey.
She may want the money more though, innit?
Yeah, I'm not. I think if you live that kind of lifestyle, if you're that kind of person, like I say, if you've got stuff to lose, if you've got a lot of money, cash that comes easy, or if you're in the streets and you've got a lot of enemies and these things, then yes, be mindful to who you're having in your sanctuary or where people know you're resting your head and stuff. But again, a lot of it, people love to romanticize it. And like I said, they've got delusions of grandeur. There's a lot of people who no one ain't never, stop it, man. Just stop it.
It's so interesting how you're saying you ain't gangster like that.
Like, yeah, man, like, stop your foolishness, man. Like, no one ain't putting together no missions for you, rude boy. Like, allow me. Like, just allow me. And there's bear man that sleep better at night, boy. If you can trust me, man, no one ain't been here. You know? No one ain't never come in there. They'll never bring no gal in my yard. Not me. They're not getting me, boy. They're not getting me. Who?
Oh my goodness.
Stop it, man. I'm just saying. But obviously, protect yourself, though. Don't listen to me.
Oh my goodness, dude, as I say it as I do, man. I don't know if I could ever I don't know how I'll feel if it is I'm honey trapped. I don't know if it is
Yeah, would you forgive that one?
brother, wait. I don't even think I'd believe it.
Serious.
Cause the whole honey trapping thing, there's an element of this was never supposed to happen. As in, you couldn't draw that. The only way you could have drawn that is for you to get beaten up afterwards. Right? Anything that happens, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I could willfully get honey trapped. It will all make sense to me. Do you understand? But you're asking me if it is I'd forgive a person if it is that they got me beaten up? What do you call it? Pitched?
Pitched.
Would I forgive the person?
Yeah, would you forgive?
Well, you want to kill me. You're not my friend.
That's how I see betrayal. You would want me dead.
Okay, so I see it from the angle of you saying that person willfully premedicated to hurt you.
Yeah, in that scenario.
Sorry, I said premedicated. Premeditated.
We know what you meant.
There was no medicinal anything. Premeditated to hurt you. And in that sense, you are defending yourself, right? From further harm. I see it in that sense, but I don't see it like that because I know context. But it doesn't even matter.
Not even further protecting yourself from it. It's more so just, why would you even want this diabolical...
I don't know where some of these people grew up, you know. I'm projecting, I'm living off my own experience.
100% you are. We know that.
Yeah.
We know
When they're
that.
talking about, right, who's letting the weed man to your yard? What? Deliveroo? I don't even want to go downstairs for Deliveroo, bro. You're not smoking weed the right way. What, in the dead of winter? I'm not going outside. Your best weed man is delivering this to your door. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's their favourite weed man. Like, I've sold weed. Bare people let them in their yard to what's man talking about? Like, this is what they want. Bare people let man in their yard to get the weed. If imagine you're chilling in your yard and the weed comes to your doorstep, that kind of convenience you pay good money for. Like, what are we talking about? It happens every day.
Right now.
So is that true? Because I've witnessed people having to leave their house to meet them somewhere. But I guess that person's protecting their image.
Because they got lazy weed men as well. And obviously, there's some weed men that don't deliver, innit?
But don't people have ring cameras and whatnot? So if it is you get caught on camera doing a transaction, isn't that incriminating?
I know, but you won't do it on the doorstep. Let me in the yard, innit?
Yeah, you did say that. Welcome in. Yeah.
But some weed men don't deliver. Some of them, and they got good weed. You like them, and they don't deliver. So you'll go and travel for the weed. You know what I'm trying to say? But in the ideal world, got someone who's got good weed, and they'll bring it to your yard. If there's a weed man who's 15 minutes away, and his weed's all right, and there's a weed man who's on the same level, and he'll bring it to my yard. I don't have to leave, but he might take 20, 25 minutes. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Every time. I ain't even got to pause the PlayStation. You get what I'm saying? What are we doing there? And if I can't trust him to come to my yard, how can I trust him to buy weed off him? What is this?
That's how you've looked to frame it. Interesting.
I'm just saying. Can I smoke from him? What are we doing there?
Fair. And in that same sense, if you're going to put your willy in her, young man, then you should invite her to your house.
If you can't, like...
Not necessarily.
No, it can be applied over that.
But I get you. It makes sense.
There's certain reasons why you shouldn't just be bringing guys to your house and all that. Yeah, no, some of it's safety, but it's not really safety. It's not because of that. It's because certain gal is mad. Certain gal is mad. You know what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you might only want to chop this thing once and go about your business, and she might be mad. What if she just turned up at your yard? What if she's trying to come to your yard and your gal is there and thing? Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So there's reasons why you can't bring certain guys to your yard. But you should be able to tell from in their eyes, because girls got crazy eyes.
All right, it's on the eyes.
Yeah, it's the crazy eyes, I think. You can tell when the girls got crazy eyes. If girls got crazy eyes, don't bring her to your yard. Because when you're not bringing her out and not answering right, then you just hear the buzzer going on. It's, wait, what? What? Is this girl mad? In her head? What the hell? My yard? Yeah, no, that's why you can't bring guys to your yard. Because some people just try to turn up. You get me? I'm not saying because they're coming with the cavalry. I ain't worried about all that shit. I don't care about that. You hear Kevin say he's got a samurai in the yard. Got a samurai sword. Come here at your own risk, rude boy. I don't give a shit about that. What if I try to come with my gal is there? That's mad. Yeah, so certain time, yeah, for real. Don't bring them to us, man. Stay safe, stay woke, act.
There you go, man.
Quick one. If you're seeing a girl and like y'all kind of just fall out and y'all stop being friends, you stop seeing her in a physical and intimate manner, and she starts talking to your friend and falls in love with your friend, would you like see that as a betrayal?
How long after was I saying her? How long after I was saying her did they get together?
Together? They're not together. She's just talking and entertaining the friend. They're not together.
Okay, but how long after?
Hours?
Yeah, so it's treachery.
So that's betrayal. Even if she's in love, like true love.
How did you get in love? So you was in love while I was there. It was a secret love. You was in love with each other while I was with her. How did the love just form like this? Because I don't want to stand in the way of love, you know. So if you don't really do love each other, then go and be happy. But how did this love develop so quick?
If it developed in a pure manner and it wasn't in a treacherous manner in which it is that you are concocting in your head.
I mean, I could probably get over it. It might change the dynamics of me and my brother's relationship.
Ah, so you look at him different.
Yeah, because gal is gal, innit? You know what I'm saying? Gal gonna do gal things.
Okay.
You get me? But come on, man. You prepared to risk our friendship over gal.
All
This is what
right,
everybody's
then.
doing. Civilizations, empires have been ruined over gal. You know what I'm
Facts.
trying to say? Like, it's like we've seen it go down in history before. So you value this love and this pom pom more than what we got. It's like, all right, fair enough. If it is genuine love, I ain't gonna hold it against you like that. But I know what it is, innit? So you don't just go and be happy.
All right, so you'd hold more gripe towards him than her.
Yeah, if we was proper brethren and you changed our friendship like that. Yeah.
Okay.
More him than her, yeah. Because man is dark, innit? And gal is wicked. So I know I know what to expect from both of them. But if me and you was brethren, like you know you got a decision to make. You would have known after this, our thing's not the same like that anymore. And you chose her over me.
I suppose he's fine with your thing not being the same.
That's what I'm saying. That's why me and him are done, innit? If he's cool with it, he probably was cool with it. He must have been cool with it. That's why he made the decision he made. But that's why me and you are. That's why it's not the same no more, Kelly.
All right, then.
You know what I mean? But wish you all the best, man.
All right. All right, that's your advice. Person who, I don't know what your name is, but that's your advice. Hopefully we did something good. Football time.
All right.
First leg as well, you know.
Oh, that game, that's done, right?
More or less, isn't it?
It's done. You're not going to go to St. James's Park and get anything. And you can't go strong there because after
So many
that,
games that we have.
you got Spurs.
It's in Feb, though.
Yeah, but after it, you got Spurs then Villa. Going to be Feb soon.
After the
Is there something else I can help with?
after the second.
Terrible. Is that Siri?
Oh,
I
loads.
didn't get that.
Shut
Could you
up.
try again?
Shut up.
No, we were literally talking about Siri on Monday.
They got to sue them because they've been
Yeah.
listening to us. You see?
Imagine.
You should sue them.
Proof right there.
But you know that they've been listening to you. That's how it is that she's right on call when Izzy say her name. But anyway,
That's why it's best to never say their name.
fair.
So they don't. Let me stop there.
So, Mags, you've been away. Had a change in management. You have the new gaffer coming in. What are your thoughts on what you've seen so far? What you're saying amongst the United fan base? What's the sentiment?
I don't know, because I don't really talk to a lot of United fans like that, especially these new age ones. They're turning like Arsenal fans. They're really annoying me. So, you know, they're not all my tribe.
I get the reference now. I understand the reference.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying me. They're just online armchair fans. Don't go to the stadium. Don't do nothing. Don't really know the team. Just wanting hot takes and wanting retweets and likes and just to go viral, chatting shit, disparaging the club, the players, and the gaffer in public. It's all bullshit. You get me? And I'm seeing a lot of it more from United fans more. It's that AFTV culture. Because I see them and obviously you're fans, you're allowed to have your opinion and stuff. But some of the things that I see these men saying online and the way they move online, it's like, this is really nasty work, you know? Like, this is disgusting and you're not helping. Like, because these I've got influence and stuff as well. Like, there's people that's hanging on to your every word and all that. Like, and you're just messing up the fan base really and truly. Like, it's not nice. And I've seen a lot of them doing it. So I don't really care how those kind of United fans feel. I think any United fan with sense would understand what we've been going through for the past how long, would understand the positions that we're in, the same problems that we say that are there all the time. They just don't disappear with managers. We've had 5, 6, 7, however many we've had, all different types, and the problems have still been there. So whatever it is deep rooted. And then what they're doing is they're buying into the nonsense that people are talking. I don't get upset when rival fans talk shit. If Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, City fans, when they're talking shit and the stuff that they're saying about the club, they're supposed to do this. They're supposed to kick us when we're down. That's the whole tribalism of it. That's the whole rivalry. They're supposed to spout their nonsense and give their whack opinions and that's what they're supposed to do. What you're not supposed to do as a sensible human being is buy into that stuff. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And listen to it. Like, you're gonna, like, I've seen people chatting shit about the new manager, like, already, like, and it's like, are you so crazy or something? Like, he ain't even been there. He ain't even got his feet under the desk yet. Like, he ain't even been there a couple of months. Like, nothing ain't happened. This is the same players that you were screaming weren't good enough. You know what I'm trying to say? The same club that you're telling me was toxic, that don't have leaders, that don't have things. It's the same players. And you're seeing the same players do the same bullshit, but it's the gaffer's fault. Or he's not ready, or he needs to go, or he's meaty, or it's this, that, it's there. You're not even giving man no time to get their mind right. I've seen enough, not enough. I've seen positive things where I like what the manager's doing, and I think he's a good manager. I think he's going to be successful. I've also seen things that back up what we already knew. A lot of these players ain't really good enough. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? There was players that I would champion and would have said that they were sat on this sofa and said that they're dope and they're this and they're that. And under the new system, don't look like they're gonna work. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That not to say that they're all of a sudden overnight just bad players or whatever, but man that I was rating and in this system how the gaffer wants to play, there's a couple of men that I've looked at and thought, I don't know if this is your story.
Bruno's
not one of them. I like Bruno. I can give you examples. Like, Dallow's not the best in the world. He's young, he's decent, but he put in some decent performances under Ten Hag. He was doing all right and actually thinking, yeah, there's a hope for you. Then I see we went to the wing backs. This ain't your story. This ain't gonna work for you. You need to improve that position, definitely. Even though against Liverpool he was cold. Don't know whether the pennies dropped or whether that was because Trent ain't that good of a defender. I don't know what that is, but he was good against Liverpool. But I don't think that's going to work for him. I could say exact same thing for Martinez. I would defend Martinez to the hilts before. He had a dope season, first season under Ten Hag. Once he got with Varane and they stopped playing out and they're playing it long, he looked very good. I would tell anybody who's a good centre-back in this league that you can't diss Martinez. Second season, there was a lot of injuries and stuff, so I'm not holding that against him. You would think that you get into a back three and then he would look like he's proper, you get me, that can cover him, 3 defenders, you can't go wrong. But the second the back threes come, it's just seeing all the deficiencies really. Like, I feel like for me personally, it's just highlighting. I was just like, maybe he's not it. He's not going to work. If I was going to replace one of these positions, one of these centre-backs, he might be the first one that I go for. In saying that, he looked really good against Liverpool. Like, he got it when he was pushing, jumping into the midfield and being really aggressive and getting it. Obviously, he's always decent on the ball and stuff like that. So maybe the penny dropped for him and that's a bar that he set and he can stay like that and then maybe he might be all right. But before that, I was thinking, nah, this ain't going to work. But they ain't had no time to train and stuff because the more time the manager gets with them, the different that they're looking. Even someone like Kobe Mainoo. like I think Kobe's cold. Like in the first couple of games I see, he didn't start straight away, he didn't play straight away. And in some of the first couple of games I see under Ruben, I was thinking, I don't know if this is his type of player, if this is gonna work for him. The last 2 or 3, it's improving, it's getting better. And now I'm thinking, okay, cool, maybe I was wrong, I jumped the gun there. Like Garnacho ain't gonna work in that 10 place. He's gonna have to do a super coaching job to fit Garnacho into this team. Like he's gonna have to change him around. Like, I don't think he's gonna work. And I think Garnacho's cold, but I'm just saying in the setup that we got, I don't see it. Even like Rashford and them, and they're like, so I just think he needs a few windows to get some of them players out, to bring in players, the type of players that he wants, so he can play the football that he wants. And then we're good. All that nonsense about the changing the system and the back three and this and that and rest of the team ain't playing. It's just like obviously they're playing the formation that he wants them to play, but they're not playing how he wants them to play. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like they don't know yet. They need more time to learn it. Like, they're not actually doing what he wants them to do. This ain't the movements that they're playing, the runs that they're making, the positions that they're taking up on the pitch. This ain't what he wants. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That. So it's like, give him time to get it right, get some of his players in, and I think they'll be all right, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think they'll be all right. I think Ruben's a good manager. He seems it anyway. He seems it. He's done a good job at Sporting. I like the way he talks to the media and the way he carries himself. And I just think, yeah, if we get better players in, we're gonna be all right. That's just, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Get me?
Can the same be said about Arsenal fans that you said about Man United fans? About certain profiles having influence and saying disparaging stuff and causing angst and
Yeah, definitely.
unease within the fan base.
Yeah, definitely. They're toxic. So, and obviously, it's in London. They've got the biggest social media footprint about, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so you are always a topic of conversation, or your voices are always heard, and they're influential. And some of these men are just saying crazy things. But then,
what are the crazy things that you're seeing Arsenal fans say?
no, just the way that they just talk about the team in public, man, whether it be true or not. Like, I don't like airing dirty laundry. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so some of the loudest voices, and obviously it will piss off the other fans because they're like, oh, we don't think this, that's just these man. But it's like, you don't allow these man, you don't prop these man up to get here. Like, this is you man's representation. Like, this is you man's fan base as far as we're concerned. We don't know no different. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't made these man stars. This is what you don't think. This is it. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, the way they just, there is things wrong with Arsenal, but it's like, oh no, it's just the way that they're so volatile. It's just the way that they change so fast. The way they just throw anyone under the bus, say anything about any player or the manager, and it's always one extreme to the other. Oh, he's the best in the world. He's the best left back ever. Oh, he's the coldest left winger ever. He's the best midfielder ever. He's the thingest in the league. And then one thing you don't like, that's like a volatile gal. You couldn't be with a gal like that, you know. One little thing they don't like. Oh, he's terrible. He's terrible. He needs to go. Oh, he's shit. He's this. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, what the hell are you man doing? Like, you must see that.
Yes, I do.
I can't take it. I genuinely can't take it. I hate it. I hate it for my team, because I've seen a lot of, like I said, I've seen a lot of United fans trying to do that stuff now, and I don't like seeing it for you either.
And the thing is, I think sometimes when it is we talk about these things, and we talk about the extremes, sometimes I'm a little confused, because I'm wondering if you saw the same people who on one extreme, now on the other extreme, for you to then say, but yesterday you were saying this. Do you understand? Sometimes I know it's not the case. I know it's just the prevailing consensus that you're speaking to, and then remembering the prevailing consensus back then, but it's not the same accounts. So when I see the same accounts doing the whole one extreme to the next extreme, that's when I'm like, oh my goodness, you're tapped. That's, and I see a lot of those. And sometimes people even do this, is this you?
Yeah,
so it's easier to basically see that,
Yeah.
wait a minute, you were just saying that Odegaard is the best guy in the bloody Premiership. Now you're saying he needs to go.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
it's a couple games
Yes.
in between it.
It's crazy.
One where he was sick. You got the message. You got told. There was a rumor going around, right? Sickness has plagued the camp. He's come on midway through a match, right? And you can see he's not playing the same way. Now he started a game. You can still see he's not playing the same way. And now you're saying, Odegaard needs to go.
Yeah, it's crazy. But what do you say to the people that are saying like it's not good? Arsenal are not good to watch right now, and I don't want to hear like because of injuries or personnel, like just generally the general style of play, like it's getting worse. Do you agree with that?
You know full well that I don't look to say anything that I don't observe for myself, right? My opinion isn't based on what I've collected from other people online. That's not how I run. So you asked them the question. You don't have to basically give me no flipping preamble or disclaimer. You don't need that. I don't need no caveat, right? We aren't playing as good as we played last year, right? We're in second place, right? I'm aware that we didn't buy the attackers that could have seen us more comfortable on the league table. When I say comfortable, I'm even talking about first right now.
You should be first right now.
In my mind, if we had done what we had done, we would be first right now. Please, I'm here for discourse.
I think even with the same team, I think like you should be. You have been in prime position to capitalize on this league. Yeah. Again, you have sat there and told me Pep's in the league. Pep ain't been here all season. You should be first.
Let us talk. Let's converse. Don't do the thing that you're about to start doing right now. Let's talk about it.
Yep.
You said we should be first. I agree. We should be first. However, people forget what has been happening during games where things have happened to our players that change the course of the result in the game.
Yeah, but okay, cool. That's okay, cool.
I can't forget that.
Okay,
Marks.
cool. That's fair. But say like 3 years ago, 2 seasons ago, Arteta finally put his stamp on the team. You know what I'm trying to say? He made these look taller, made these look bigger, made these look more physical. It was still playing nice football. You know what I'm trying to say? He went out, spent 100 million on a DM that's going to come and break things up and more big centre backs and playing centre backs at full back and whatnot. You've gone even more physical. But even say last year, there was still like a better blend of football, physicality, whatnot. I think this year he's just gone too far with the pragmatism thing, like with the identity of the team. It's gone too far the other way. Like it's not sexy. Like you are big ruffians, time wasters. Like it's like that the spirit of Sam Allardyce in there. Like
don't do it again. You're gonna do it again. Don't do that again. I want to basically address everything that you're saying, so I know it's coming from a place that isn't informed by just nonsense tweets you've seen.
It's not nonsense tweets.
That's why I wanted. I want
I'm saying,
to. Wait,
you got 9 yellow cards for time wasting. That is egregious. There's only even if you should be top, there's only one team better than you in the league at the minute on paper.
Last year,
that's Liverpool.
Last year, we were playing sexy football.
Sexy, yeah, she was good. It was better than it is now.
And the year before, was it better than last year?
Yeah.
All right, so we have been declining. You're saying?
As for style
for style. Did we win any league during the times in which, as you were saying, it was sexy football? So if one can deduce from that, can you say maybe he has looked to change things because what was happening wasn't working?
But maybe, but then you're off the mark though, because again, the only thing that was stopping you was this wonderful City team and Pep. Because apart from that, best manager, best team.
You're not doing it right. You're not conversing with me right. You're going back to the whole talking points that aren't connected to what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
Okay, go on.
Because I heard you say y'all have been screaming when Pep goes, then it's us. I hear that. We can go back to that. But what we're now talking about is the style of play. You mentioned the style of play has deteriorated. That's what you said.
Yeah.
It's gotten noticeably worse. Right? So I'm asking you, if we didn't win whilst we were playing sexy, would you fault the manager for trying to tweak something to do something different and win?
I see what you're saying. With
I'm trying to point out that
initially,
he can't win any which way. He can't win.
Initially, no, but with hindsight, it wasn't the right move. If you kept it with your sexy doing what you don't finish second. You don't run City close playing sexy. You run City close. Like Liverpool, like Arnslot just come in and stuff like that. Like Liverpool only got 82 or 83 points last year. Like Liverpool shouldn't be the ones capitalising.
No. You're going somewhere else again. Don't do that because Liverpool have been named perfect. Don't do that. In the example you're using, they've just replaced City with their perfect record, quote unquote.
Yeah, but they're not City.
No, I'm aware, but you're talking about consistent games being won by a team playing good football. That's what City was, right? And that's what Liverpool is currently.
It's also what Arsenal was.
No, and
You was going one undefeated and like it was also what Arsenal
let us
was.
take time because
Okay.
you're going back to doing the same thing I told you not to do.
Okay.
Do you want to have this dialogue?
I'm trying to.
Are you sure?
I'm promising.
Are you in this for understanding?
I'm with it. I want to understand.
All right. So we are still second.
Mm.
Are you aware?
Yes.
Right, and we are, I think, I don't know, 1 or 2 points off of where we were last year. Right?
I don't know that. You have some...
Yeah. This is it. It was kind of like everybody's complaining this and that, but look at where we are, the same as where we were last year, right?
Okay.
But what has happened to our team now? One, you said we are not playing a sexy football, but we're still getting the results, right? Well, it speaks to the fact that we're second place right now, just below Liverpool. Not just below Liverpool. Liverpool has gone clear, right? And then 9 points, 8.
It would have been 9 if they won. It must be... No, it's 6. No, 7 maybe. 7 with a game in hand maybe. Must be.
Okay, cool.
No, it's 6 because you drew as well.
They have a game.
They got a game in hand and then 6 points, I think.
Yes, so it will be the same 9 if it is they win.
Yeah.
Good. All right, cool. So the style of play has changed, but yet we're in the same position, right? We've lost players to injury, right? And we're only going to know how that affects us in the next 5 games because Saka just basically popped down, right? So next 5 games, you're going to see how it has affected us. Well, it has already affected us. You can see how it's already affected us, right? We've lost our best player and it's affected the entire flipping situation. Before Jesus came and started scoring goals, people were screaming out saying, we're only a set-piece team. Remember that season? Right? And now people are saying, we're now looking for set pieces. Right? We're not scoring any goals anymore because when Jesus was doing what he's doing, oh my goodness, we found a striker. And this is the contrast I hate. The stark contrast I hate. Now it's evident that we are missing a number 9. Not only that, a replacement for Saka. Not only that, a bloody replacement for Martinelli. Right? This is evident. No, even that, a flipping left 8. Right?
Declan in the left 8 is crazy.
Yes, it is. But we can see this, and some of the frustrations from certain Arsenal fans is because we're seeing this. Right? I'm talking about the reason about Arsenal fans right now. We can see that the style of play has changed. I can see it's changed. I know that our defense is the best in the bloody league. 100%. I would even say it might be the best in the world. I would say that. And he's made sure and patterned it that way because he knew when Saliba was out, we lost. We lost the league because we lost Saliba. So he's like, that can't happen again. So he's iterated. Right? Now, 100%, when it is that he had the opportunity, he should have gotten a replacement for Saka. Right? He should have gotten a bloody understudy for Odegaard. Right? Because you can see he doesn't trust Juan Yeri there. And to be honest, I don't even fault him for that because we don't see what's happening behind the scenes. And I don't want to rush this guy when we don't know exactly if he's ready to be there. That's not an issue for me. But replace him. Get a replacement for Odegaard. Right? You brought in Marino. I hear that. Right? But we were dying for a more
dynamic.
Come on. That's what we wanted, right? And that didn't happen. Fair enough. We have been screaming for a number 9 forever. And we were looking at number 9s. Vlahovic, Sesko.
I just watched you get ready.
Oh,
Give us 10 minutes.
you have to go now, innit? Then go on then.
I'm locked in.
I'll continue talking.
Actually, I can't even do that, can I? I was gonna talk while you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, somebody needs to be on camera. There was Vlahovic, there was Šeško, whatever your name is. So you can see that we were looking to bring in a number 9.
Yeah, man.
So, so obviously certain things happen during the league, Emmanuel, and like everybody's getting vexed and whatnot. Now, I do.
Are they vexed for good reason though?
I think there has to be a good reason for anybody to be vexed, right? Everybody has their thresholds of what pisses them off, right? And I can't ish on all of them just because I don't share the same sentiment. I understand as to why certain Arsenal fans, some people call it plastic, why they're angry because they're getting grief from people like Marx. They're getting grief from their brethren. They're getting grief because they're the ones who've been saying they're waiting patiently for Pep to not have a fantastic season so that they can basically jump in there. And they don't care about what the ref has been, or the PGML has been doing to our bloody team in certain games. They're not even countenance in that. They're not even seeing that if these things didn't happen, we wouldn't be in the position that we are in now, right? Instead, they are all about recency. They're all about that trauma that they seem to love, placing themselves in that environment after a particular game, and they're getting in there. I don't know if it's cathartic for them, but just rinsing the team, rinsing every single player that they feel didn't do what they needed to do, this, that, and X. It's now a pastime for them. Do you understand? And it is so annoying. Obviously now Margs is experiencing that with some of the Man United fans, isn't it? And I know that he's seen some big accounts doing the same thing that he's saying these Arsenal AFT people are doing, right? But bear in mind, them big accounts, they're going to games and they have been going to games forever. So he can't call them like a fake fan because they've been invested in the club forever. I'm talking about your Man United content creators who were there chatting wicked about your team and whatnot. They are true fans because they've been going to games for as long as you've known them.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, back to my point. Yes, our style of play has changed, and yes, it's
Have a blessed day,
annoying. It's
people.
frustration. A little later, it's annoying. It's frustrating. Can you send me? Well, actually, send me please, so I can.
Yes.
Yeah. It's annoying. It's frustrating to see because we are the team that everybody's talking about right now, and it's so unfortunate to be in a position where Man City isn't performing, and we haven't been able to basically just slot in. You see what I did there with slot? All right then. And I can't take away from the brilliance of Liverpool. I can't take that away from them. Do you understand? They have been playing a blinder. And if there's a team playing a blinder, you can't fault them. Nottingham Forest. Brother, you can't fault Nottingham Forest. They've been playing a blinder. So where I now have to basically factor in these things that people have decided to just remove, brother. Now, bear in mind, there are times when it is Arteta does silly things and he should get criticism for it. But that criticism shouldn't bleed into Arteta out at the end of the game. Do you understand? That's the wildest take I have ever heard. Like, ever.
Yeah. I'm still of the mindset that he's gonna take you to as far as he can, and someone else needs to bring you to the promised land.
Can I ask how is that being informed?
How am I seeing that?
Yes.
Because I've just seen that, like, I don't think you're gonna win the league under him. I don't think he's got enough. He's took his lot as far as he's gonna take his lot. He might win another FA Cup or something like that. But it's just like I just don't think he's gonna get it done.
I asked you, how is your opinion informed?
From watching the games.
And from watching the games, what have you seen for you to know that he can't take us?
From you lot buying Declan Rice and me thinking it's going to be Rice, Partey and Odegaard, and I'm thinking this might be the best midfield in the league. For Rice to come and then you got to buy Havertz. He bought Havertz to play midfield, then play Rice, Havertz and Odegaard. This don't work. Why on earth would you do that? Like, that's nuts. That's stupid. Then knowing that you needed a striker, buying Jesus. Jesus weren't good enough at City, but all of a sudden he's going to work at Arsenal. Then he comes to Arsenal, he don't work. Then
don't
you move
do that.
Havertz up there.
No, stop it.
And then it's like...
You've
so
just gone back 3 years, right?
Yeah, so from the whole time, you asked me how my opinion got formed. It's been 3 years. It's not like I just woke up the other day. I've been watching Arsenal. I've been watching what you have been doing. I've been watching
stop.
going raiding City for Zinchenko, then him not being good enough. And then, like...
When he came in, where were we?
That's fine. So he took his up to... he's not going to get you over the line.
Let's focus on that.
He's not going to get you over the line, in my opinion.
Let's focus on that. You said we ran Man City... What was it? 2 points that we
almost
missed
doesn't.
out on?
Yeah, but almost doesn't count.
What happened? Wait a minute. It's important to actually discuss this.
You ran
said
them
it's
close.
impossible for him to take it over the line. What during that time where we just missed out on it?
Yeah.
What would a different coach have done in order to basically take us over the line?
I don't know, maybe attack City at Emirates, go on a chance, use it at a better team, maybe go on a chance to beat them, maybe not play for the draw and go and beat them at Emirates so you can go and win the league. I mean, at Etihad, so you can go and win the league. Maybe that's what he would have done. Maybe not be so pragmatic,
everything
not set up
else
for a
is
draw.
perfect about this guy.
I never said perfect.
Minus...
I don't think he's perfect. I see him arguing about the Bulls last night. I don't think he's perfect. This guy says crazy things, chat shits about the ref. He tries to galvanize the fan base to think that he's some... to do the woe is me, use our victims things, chat shits about the ref, chat shits about decisions that when they happen to him and when they go in favour of Arsenal, the exact same things happen, he don't say nothing. But all of a sudden, it's the worst thing in the world. You get me? He's talking shit about the footballs last night, the Carabao Cup balls ain't like the Prem balls, which might be true, but everybody's got to deal with the balls. Didn't stop Newcastle, didn't stop you slapping 3 past Palace the last time, didn't say nothing then. Like, it's bullshit. Like, it's disgusting. He's making you take 4 minutes to take throw-ins. You get me? You are on course to get 18 yellow cards just for time wasting. You can't take a throw-in, a free kick, or a goal kick in reasonable time. And it's not when you're playing the top teams. It's not just against Chelsea or City or Liverpool. Yeah? It's against anyone. You don't do that to Everton. You don't do that to everyone. So it's a mindset. You don't do it to Everton. You don't do it to Southampton. It's all this dark arts. It's horrible. It's nasty work.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you want us to languish in mediocrity or just runs? Don't you want us...
I'd rather you don't win the league than Liverpool.
So wait, you actually want us to win the league?
I don't want Liverpool to win the league ever in life. I'd rather you don't win the league than Liverpool. I would have rather you don't win the league than City. I ain't got no beef with you like that.
So what you...
I'm not doing this London, Manchester thing. Like, it's not like, you know what I'm trying to say? That it's not like that.
All right, so you want the best for us?
Always. Always.
What you're saying is so mental. But
well, I'm lying.
Continue. Yeah, 100% you are.
You used to be synonymous with good football from Wenger, even when I couldn't stand you, even when we was beefing back and forth, I could stand you. But you ain't what you think you are. Look at your legends. Henry, what's his legacy? 2 titles in 8 years. What do you fucking do? Like, you ain't who you think you are to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is a London thing. You just should be bothering about Spurs. The only reason why is because there's so many London United supporters that in our heyday, we got into it. They don't feel like this about you up in Manchester.
Who are you worried about now?
I ain't worried about nobody. We're 14th.
You're saying that
I ain't worried about nobody.
You're saying that Arsenal isn't somebody to be worried. Who y'all worried about?
Who's behind Ipswich? Leicester,
and this has been your story for some years now, isn't it?
Nope.
No? Y'all used to worry about the people in the top 4?
Yeah, I know.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
We was in Champions League last year, you madman.
How long ago were you worrying
12
about
months.
in a consistent manner?
12 months.
Just 12 months?
12 months ago.
Did you get rid of the person responsible for that particular level of entertainment and
we're good enough. We've got rid of people after they won FA Cups. You know what I'm saying? You don't need someone like... So you don't need to think about what you don't want. If you want to play nice football again, maybe look at Nagelsmann or something like that. If you just want to win trophies, Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just want to...
Why didn't you keep your face straight when you said that? It would be a good day if it is if we got rid of Arteta and got Ten Hag, wouldn't it? For you?
For you, though, because then he'll win something. You heard him, he's a serial winner.
Yeah.
He's a serial winner. He wins stuff.
Yeah.
He's proven it.
Yeah.
In this league, while your gaffer didn't win nothing.
Yeah.
So obviously, winning is not the be all and end all. But if that's all you cared about, winning something,
yeah.
Ten Hag wouldn't be a bad choice.
Yeah. So for you, as you said, you want the best for Arsenal at all times, right? And for you, that means getting rid of Arteta and getting, you said, Nagelsmann.
You know what it is? The people who say Arteta out and then man say, well, who? And then they say they don't know. I don't like that. That's what they was doing at United. I don't really like that. If you ain't got no solutions, you're just bringing problems to me. You're just chatting shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just threw a few names out there. I'm not saying Nagelman's definitely going to make it work, but I'm saying people are moaning about the style of playing the football. I'm saying if you want something a bit more snazzy, he might be somewhere to go. If you don't care about style and you just want to win, Ten Hag, you get me? I'm just trying to give you the options. Yeah. I'm not saying they're the solutions, but I'm just trying to provide options. You know what I'm trying to say? I genuinely don't believe you are winning the league with Arsenal. I said last year, if you don't win it, you ain't doing this again. City ain't even here no more. And now you are coming talking about Slot. This is Slot's first season and that. Slot. Like, this is what I'm trying. Like, come on, man. So then what? If Slot had took over the Arsenal team, what then? Would you not be winning the league? Like, what are we doing here? Like, he's not enough. He's not enough. He ain't got the ideas. He's got all the gear, no idea.
Who you talking about?
Arteta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what? Look, let me not stop here, but I genuinely don't think he's the guy to do it. This has proved it to me now, because there was part of me that couldn't give that much pushback when you were telling me it's Pep's fault, it's City's fault. Look how good City are. This, that, and it was hard to argue with because it's City. Look what they're doing.
So let's get back to that then. What has Liverpool done this season? Have they dropped?
They've only lost once, isn't it?
So you've seen them playing a blinder.
Yeah, but that should be used, lot.
Stop. You've just said that over the course of 3 years we've been declining, right? Mm-hmm. And each of these 3 years we've been the ones who basically challenged for the title, right? This is what you're telling me, yes?
You should be challenging for the title.
No, we have been. We literally have been. This is the third year, yes?
I think, the first year we was calling it a challenge. City were gone. There was no chance. That wasn't really a challenge. It was just second. I think last year was actually a challenge, innit? Remember, with all their games in hand and stuff, and once they went in front, they never looked back. It wasn't really a challenge, really. It wasn't challenging.
That's mean.
It was just second. I think last year was more of a challenge. Last year was a challenge, right?
Which was the year you said we bottled it?
Would it have been all of them? But I'm just...
and you see the expectation that Arteta's made in the zeitgeist for Arsenal, where you open up your mouth and saying that all of those particular years in which it is we, Arsenal, didn't win is because we bottled it.
We've got to been primed.
That's the expectation.
Yeah, so he's done well, and
this is why I'm saying
primed to win the league.
I can't ignore that. And I now have to factor in the games that I'm seeing where, hey, we're winning this game and, one of our players have gotten a red card. For what? Oh my goodness. Another one. For what? I can't unsee that. 100% the games now where we are playing doo-doo. Complete doo-doo. Odds possession, but no end product, right? You can easily see, all right, we're mashing this team up 100%, 100%, but we have no bite. We just need to basically buy a few attacking players.
It's always a few players. The first season you didn't win it because Saliba got injured.
Please.
The second season Saliba played all season.
Let me finish.
You didn't win it.
About the games.
This year you're gonna start telling me about Saka. By the time Saka got injured, Liverpool was 9 points clear of a game in hand.
So what you were saying is that we should be able to win the league without Saka. We should be able to win the league without Saliba. We should be able to win the league without Odegaard. This is what you're saying.
They never had no Kevin De Bruyne the whole time, basically last year.
Who?
City.
You're going on as though City is just Kevin De Bruyne. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can have this serious conversation with you. But either which way, I'm not an Arteta out guy. It's incredulous for me to even consider me being an Arteta out guy. And if at all some of these Arsenal fans get it into the boards ahead to basically get rid of Arteta, woeful day.
But the question I keep asking that no one wants to give me a genuine answer for is how long?
I'll tell you.
Can he keep finishing second and not winning nothing? How long until they're allowed to go to the board and say, let's change this?
How long did we stay with Arsene Wenger for?
11, I don't know. How many years was it? 20
without him
years?
winning?
I don't know.
A long time until it is his legacy started getting eroded, right? We have spent 3 to 4 years back in contention now because of one person. One person. He has, on his own, right? And that's how it's looking, because everybody's blaming him for this. So I'll now give him the credit. Brought us out of oblivion back into a space in which you are saying it's expected for you to be winning and you're not winning the league. You're saying that. You're with your own mouth. From the years of us being in the wilderness, not competing. These last 3 years, you're saying we are expected.
You wasn't expected to win the league. I haven't said that with my mouth. You wasn't expected to win the league. You got been in prime position to capitalize on winning the league. You got been primed to win the league. Yeah. When them 2 seasons with City, I did not think you had it in you to beat City. Even that first year, when I read out you 11 on here, and I told you that is not a title-winning team. That team does not win the Premier League. I told you that. All right, cool. Come the end of the season, I was right. You've been primed in prime position to do it, but you haven't, yeah, because of City. So there's no expectation of you. I don't expect you to beat City. You know what I'm trying to say? But that argument that was pushed to me had validity to it. City are stopping you up. Because after City, after everybody else, you are the best. You are cooking up everybody. You have been cooking up everybody apart from City. You have been cooking up everybody for the past 2 years, bro. City ain't here.
We weren't cooking up Liverpool. Don't go on that. Don't go on that at all. Don't talk nonsense.
Right. City,
don't talk nonsense.
Liverpool had 83 points last year. How many did you have?
You said we were cooking up everybody.
I'm just saying, you were the second best team in the league, hands down. Okay, fine. I'm just saying, changing it so you don't.
You just said now. You looked at our team and you said this team.
That was the first season.
Is meaty.
I never said media. I never said media.
I know you didn't use the word meaty, but what did you say?
It's not good enough to win the league.
There you go.
When you were telling me you were going to win the league,
that our team didn't have enough minerals in it to win the league. And who is this team you're talking about? Is it the same team that are being fielded today?
No, it's a little bit different.
What is different about the team?
Rice is there. Was Rice there the first
what
season?
What are you talking about?
Calafiori's there.
No. You see what you're doing now, Max? You see what you're doing? You cheeky sod.
Timber's there. I'm just saying.
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
We didn't have Timber for a whole season.
Okay, cool. But what I'm trying to say...
You are so cheeky.
Okay, cool. But what I'm trying... I don't understand
how
you...
If you can see that the team's media, nothing's changed.
I don't understand how user ain't so mad. To me, it's so egregious that now you've had this drop-off.
No, don't.
Now City's had this...
You're just using words now.
I'm just saying, City's had this drop-off. It should be you.
You started by saying Arsenal fans are being mad.
It should be you, though.
You have come in here to see if I'm the same as the mad Arsenal fans that you basically used to.
No, but you...
So why are you changing it?
I'm just saying, you should be leading the league, bro. You should be leading the way
because of
the past 2 years.
Because of us talking.
Because of the past 2 years.
Because of us talking.
Because of the past 2 years.
As in what you've seen with our performance for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Second.
Who's in front of us?
Liverpool.
How are they playing? Why are you just missing out? How Liverpool are playing in this?
It weren't Liverpool, it was City stopping you. So now it's Liverpool, so now it's slot then.
Use your brain.
That means every year it's just going to be someone. Whoever's playing better than you the next year.
This year.
Whoever's playing better than you. So let's just say it's Chelsea and Maresca start off to a flyer and they're cooking. And I say, why aren't you not winning the league? You say, oh no, can't you see what Chelsea are doing? Can't you see what City are doing? Can't you see what Liverpool are doing? That's just an excuse. It should be you lot. What about what you have been doing?
What Liverpool
you're happy
has
just
been
being also
if we have all the points, if we won the games that you're saying that we should have won, wouldn't we still be contending with Liverpool? Because you're not factoring Liverpool's game play at all. You're not factoring in their league performance at all. Wouldn't we still be neck by neck with Liverpool? Will we still be doing that? I don't understand what you're saying. How are you just negating their performance? If Liverpool wasn't playing the way they would be playing, and they were playing like how they used to be playing, we would be top right now, right? And City would be still City. City would be still City.
Yeah, but this is Slot's first season.
What does that even mean?
Because it was Pep that was stopping you from winning the league.
Being asinine. You're being asinine right now.
But it was Pep. You told me it's because of Pep
Who
and City.
told you?
You told me that.
I did tell you. I remember telling you that how are you not factoring in
Pep.
Man City?
They're
Wait,
gone.
let me finish. They're no longer playing well. But who is playing well now? Liverpool.
Someone else is always going to play well. It's not a one-horse race.
I can't speak to what you are saying because all you're doing is saying water is wet. Right now, Liverpool has been flawless. They've been absolutely faultless. In fact, certain fans are even trying to stoke up the little Trent and Salah and thing just to basically fell them. Right? Nasty work. Nasty work. But they're seeing it as that's the only thing that's going to be able to basically get them off of their stool. Right? You all did well. Thank you very much. Congratulations. You all turned up, innit? You all turned up. It's a derby, man. You all played well. Congrats. Yeah? But Liverpool have been blinding this season. Blinding. And we don't know what happens in the next 5 games. We don't. We got no clue. We still have to go to Liverpool. They still have to go to Nottingham Forest. They got to go to Aston Villa.
Maybe. I don't believe Liverpool can go the rest of the season and not drop 6 to 9 points. I just don't believe that.
And you see, you're just talking.
I'm just telling you.
So what you're now saying is we're still in it.
You better be you got to win this league, bro.
What are you saying? Right now, I am
You
saying...
got to win this league,
right
bro.
now, I am saying, can you hear what you're saying? Even after you're saying we deteriorated
I tell people all the
for
time.
3 years in a row. You just said we have gotten worse 3 years in a row. We're not even playing sexy football. We're not even scoring because we don't have a true and tested number 9. We've lost Saka. We've lost Saka.
I've just got too much ambition. Look, a man said it. So basically, what your excuse is, because Liverpool are playing different this year, Arsenal can't compete, basically.
What are you talking about? I'm the one who's saying that we are still competing.
But
I'm the one who's saying I can't forget what happened in the early embers of this particular league, where our players were given red cards for nonsense. That has not happened again.
Liverpool haven't been perfect. Liverpool are still going. Liverpool got players that they got to sort out. Liverpool got Asian players. Liverpool Asian. Liverpool are not as this great titan that you are making out. Liverpool got a manager. Liverpool have got a manager. Liverpool have got a manager that's their first season.
You're chatting rubbish.
You have got experience of chasing the best team in recent history in the Prem, in Europe, all that kind of stuff. Quadruple winners been chasing them and pushing them to the wire. You've got experience in this title race. There is no way Liverpool should beat you out to this title. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on with injuries or nothing. There is no way Liverpool should beat you out to this title, bro. And this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not just delusional. That's what I'm saying. Maybe as a Manchester United fan, I've just got too much ambition. And I just want too much for myself. My expectations are too high. How the hell should Liverpool beat you up to this title, bro? If you're taking the whole 3 years, everything that's going on, everything that you are done, regardless of whether I'm saying you are deteriorating or the style of football's not good or whatever it may be, if you take into consideration everything that's happened, only thing that's been hindering you is Pep. Liverpool, there's no way Liverpool should beat you up to this title, bro.
Question, a little sidetrack, but it's still connected. Why do you think Man City is where they are right now? Are where they are right now?
They let the team get too old together. They've been doing too much. It's been it's not easy. They won the quadruple, and before that, they won how much team games a year, play how much games every year. I think they're just on their last legs. I think, regardless, don't tell me that because Rodri's gone.
I asked you. I don't.
I'm just telling you, Kyle Walker's not what he was. De Bruyne's not what he was. Bernardo Silva's not what he was. Foden ain't having the greatest time in a minute.
The same thing you're accusing Liverpool of.
Okay.
This is what you just said. Seconds before I asked you the question,
okay,
you said Liverpool are an aging club. And now you're basically saying the same for City, but that's the reason as to why they're where they are. That's what you're telling me.
Liverpool got a lot of young boys. You know where their midfield is? Like Curtis Jones and that. Endo and McAllister and Gravenberch and that. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's not crazy, bro. Like, Salah's doing Salah things. All right, cool. Look, they got fucking Darwin Núñez. Like, Jota's all right. Like.
You're not saying anything right now.
They're not what you are making out. Liverpool ain't some titan powerhouse, crazy best team we've seen thing. Like, that's not their story, bro. They're playing good. They're playing above their skin. The players are doing a good job. Their gaffer's doing a great job. But yous lot should be primed.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've lived in an era of Klopp. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying. You're just saying words. I don't know what you're saying. I really don't understand what you're saying. I don't get it. Before, it was Arsenal and Man City. It was Liverpool and Man City. I don't understand what you're saying.
It was one season. They've won the league one time in 30 years, bro.
One season? It was Man City and Liverpool? One season?
No, but one City, like, it don't count for that. It's like what you are doing. Like, Man City and Liverpool, they won it one time. It's been Man City. Like, if you don't want to be the new Liverpool and not win that.
What is wet? You just said what is wet. That is not a revelation for me, Margs. That's not a revelation. I'm talking about who was challenging them.
Do you agree that you should win this league this year?
No. I don't think anything is entitled.
No.
I'm not entitled. I don't watch football like that. I'm not a football fan like where Arsenal are just deserving of the league. That's not how it works.
Of course not. Of course not. That's why. But you should that's what you're not gonna deserve it because you're not applying yourself. If you applied yourself, look how you don't play. Look what you let Brighton do to you the other day, and you don't want to cry about the penalty because man wants the headbutt, man. Like, this is crazy.
This is disingenuous. Very disingenuous. That should never have been a penalty.
Why not? It's the same thing. Do you see that the stuff going around when the goalkeeper punched man in the head and all that?
It should never have been a penalty.
He did not win the ball.
It should never
don't
have been
tell
a
me,
penalty.
even if the ball touched him, don't tell me because João Pedro touched the ball and it glanced my man. Yeah, that wasn't his first action. That's a byproduct of João Pedro getting to the ball first and Saliba missing the ball. Saliba's first action was to go for the ball and he missed it and hit the player, headbutt him. Yeah, so because João Pedro got to the ball first, yeah, and made it gently brush off his brow, don't tell me he won the ball. He never won the ball in that situation. He never won the ball. He lost it. His action was to go for the ball. He went for a header. He missed the ball and he hit João Pedro. It was a penalty, as plain as day. You are crazy. You keep doing this stuff, and this is what's going to come back to bite you in the bum. And if the players buy into it as well, then you're just screwed because it's a mentality thing. Like, you're supposed to be mentality monsters. You're supposed to want better for yourself and have more ambition. Don't be making these dumb excuses. Regardless of the penalty, you are lucky you won that game. That second half, you're lucky you didn't lose it. Sorry, that second half, Brighton was corking.
No, it's not that we're lucky we didn't lose it. No.
Brighton slammed it on you that second half.
Anyway, and I didn't complain about us and the Brighton game. You just brought that up. I think that what we are lacking should have answered that question regardless of what the referee does with his time. 100%. I'm in the camp of Arteta go into the league, go into the season knowing full well or believing that you're going to be getting bad luck and referees doing what they want to do. So prepare for that. That's my stance. I want us to go out and get 3 attackers. That's what I want. I want there to be a more dynamic left 8. Now, I do believe, even if it is we don't get a dynamic left 8, if we get the 3 attackers that we have been needing forever, it wouldn't be an issue. The Marino wouldn't be an issue. The Partey and Rice pivot wouldn't be an issue. It's that thing that we have been famed for, that end product, is what it is that we are missing. We've already patterned up the defense. You've seen it. We don't need any help there. We're good. Just do the rest of it so that when things like this happen, because it will happen again, firsts for Arsenal are going to happen again. It's inevitable at this point. But how he does what he needs to do in the window, and I'm not even saying it might be this window because this window is very, very tricky, right? I've already kind of cancelled this year out of my head. That's how I have moved. And I know it's going to be very, very tenuous for him because a lot of people are saying you need to do something this year because of people like you saying you definitely need to do something this year. Just I don't know how that narrative has just been imputed into people's minds because last year it was if you don't win it, you don't have a chance again. Okay, and before that, if you don't win it this year, you're never gonna have a chance again. Okay. It's been 3 years in a row.
We're in January. The gap is 6 points.
No, it's not. It's
the gap is 6 points. You are in a shootout with that Liverpool team with their gaffer having his first season in the Prem. Yeah, the gaffer having his first season in the Prem. And the team that couldn't get it done last year, the same team that couldn't get it done last year, like I said, they got 83 points. The gap is 6 points in January. And you don't have enough ambition and expectation of your team to say that you can think. If the roles was reverse and it was Arsenal, 6 points, and Liverpool and City were second, I'll be telling you City are going to win this league. You might be arguing with me, but I'll be telling you City are going to win this league. How the hell can you say you've written the season? This is why you ain't going to win nothing. You ain't got no ambition. This is why. And I don't know if it's the gaffer making you not feel comfortable to feel like this or what, but then he's not the right person at the helm because he should be telling you that you're going to win the league as well. Like, this is crazy. You're in a shootout with Liverpool. It's two teams in a straight shootout with Liverpool. And after everything you've done, you're not going to, or you can't win this league. You've written the season off. That's egregious, bro.
Nah, it's not. You just said absolute rubbish just now. I don't know
What?
You just said just now, I'm supposed to be more confident in my team right now. That's what you just told me just now. I should be thinking that we are going to win the league from this position, even though Saka, our best player, is not here. Even though you can't see where the goals are coming from on a particular day when a team does a particular thing. You're telling me I should be confident that my team's going to win the league? What kind of nonsense is that?
6 points, you can't catch Liverpool. That's what you're saying.
I didn't say we couldn't. But the idea
But you don't have expectations then.
100% no. I'm not putting the expectations that we're going to catch them. What kind of nonsense? I don't watch football like that. I don't watch football
games.
Like that. What does that even mean? What does that mean? And where is this evidence of prior behavior coming from to inform my opinion to say we're going to catch them? Where? You just told us just now we've been deteriorating for 3 years. Where's it coming from? Where? I don't watch football like that.
This is...
You're talking about it's a lack of ambition. If it is, I don't say, yeah, we're still going to win the league. What kind of nonsense is that?
This is sad.
That's for me. That's not even level-headed. That's not even level-headed. If I see anybody on Twitter and Arsenal fan base saying we're still going to win the league, and they mean it. I'm not just saying nah.
So
let's get our hopes
Arsenal
up.
fans in the chat, do you agree with Brent that you can't catch Liverpool?
Did I say we couldn't catch Liverpool?
Or you don't have expectations or ambitions to catch Liverpool?
Wait. I can have ambitions all I want. What you said was
you wouldn't put the expectations.
It's expected.
Okay, so I need to frame the question right away. You wouldn't put the expectations on this players, on this crop of players, and then this gaffer, this greatest gaffer in the world. You wouldn't put the expectations on him to catch Liverpool to get rid of these 2 points, these 6 points, these 2 games.
Imagine no Saka. No discernible striker to basically put the ball in the back of net, and Arsenal fans should be like, that's what's expected. That is bollocks, absolute bollocks. Why are we screaming for Arteta and Arsenal to basically buy some players in the January window? Why?
Here we
What
go.
for?
We definitely can catch Liverpool. Here we go. Come on, man. Some fans with some kind of...
That's what did the person say? We can. Have I said we can't? So don't
But
read
it's
that
like-
like that's a response to what you asked. Again, we are in this room. The dialogue is here. Right? If it is that you want proper responses, ask the proper question. And then you gauge the critical thinking in the chat afterwards. Expectation to catch Liverpool. I'm even thinking they're 9 ahead. That's how I'm even moving. It was surprising for me to see them playing against y'all and not just smashing y'all. It was a surprise for me. But that's to show you how much I know. That's to show you how much I know. Because there are other people online saying, yeah, it's a given. It's a given for Liverpool. At home, given. But look at you. And the anarim effect, right? Amarin.
man.
Nah, man, I don't watch football like that, Mags. And I can't because my blood pressure needs to be managed well. And if it is I'm moving around, having that delusional approach to Arsenal, brother, I will be in the grave quicker than I want. And I don't want to be in the grave quick. There's no way I'm moving as though I expect them to bloody win the league and make up the 9 points. After all of the stuff that we've been hearing.
I'm not talking about this season. I'm not talking about points because obviously currently Liverpool are the best team in the league to the day. But forget all of that because that's just like form is temporary, class is permanent. No. I'm talking about as a whole. Are you a better team than Liverpool? Arsenal?
No.
No.
Not as it stands.
What's as it stands mean? I'm not talking about just this season. I'm talking about as a whole.
As it stands. No, help me answer your question. What are you saying? As in play for player?
Huh?
Play for player?
Are you a better team than Liverpool?
What are you saying?
Okay, we're Nottingham Forest, third. Are Newcastle a better team than Nottingham Forest?
Focus on Arsenal.
Nope. I need a reference. Are Newcastle a better team than Nottingham Forest?
Right now.
I don't know what right now means in general. I'm not talking about. I'm not going off league positions. Just today.
I need to know.
Today, ball at feet, player for player, whatever it may be. Are Nottingham Forest a better team than Newcastle?
On paper, yeah. The same way on paper, United are better than Nottingham Forest. Talk to me now. Because it's the same.
United are a better team than Nottingham Forest.
All right, the same thing you're using, I'm using the same thing. And what has happened?
So are Liverpool a better team than Arsenal?
On paper,
Yeah.
probably, yeah. Should we go through it? Should we go through the team? Should we go through the team?
Nah.
No? Because going through the team you might only see that our defense
Were they a better team
will
than
just scrape it,
Were-
and our midfield.
Were Arsenal a better team than Liverpool last year?
questionable.
Were Arsenal a better team than Liverpool last year? No, they were just overachieving.
Yeah, overachievement. 100%. 100%. What are you going to tell me? What you going to tell me? You're not going to trick me out of my position, sir. And this is what has befallen a lot of Arsenal fans. A lot of the commentators basically talking about Arsenal like they were the best in the world. So once it is that you've set that particular standard, everything can be marked or judged off the back of that. And this is what Gary Neville knew when he said, it's Arsenal. Because he wants Arteta gone. Because once it is that
Neville would prefer Arsenal win the league than Liverpool. I tell you that much for free.
Yeah, cool. Once that expectation has been shattered, he knows how toxic the Arsenal fan base is. He'd be like, all right, cool. And you subconsciously, you want the same thing. Subconsciously, you want the same thing.
What?
Arteta to be gone.
I don't care whether Arteta stays or goes. I don't give it.
No. Just 10 minutes earlier, you said you want the best for us.
I don't care if he stays or goes. I don't have.
So I'm just showing you, when you sit on that couch, you go from extreme to extreme all the time.
I don't have a horse in his race. I'm not Arteta out. You know what I'm trying to say? If you ask me, do I think you're going to win the league with Arteta? The answer will be no. This season proves it for me.
But yet, in the same breath, you say it's expected of Arsenal to win the league.
It should be. And
No. In that same breath, where you're saying, I don't think he will win you the league. In the same breath, before you swallow, you say, yet it's expected. The same breath, you know.
It's because
brother, you are bonkers.
It's because I've had 18 games. Even if City was cooking like how they usually cook, and City were top of the league, yeah, by rights, I would still expect Arsenal to be second. You know what I'm trying to say?
Thank you. And that's what Arteta's done. It's the Arteta effect. I'm sold on Arsenal and Arteta.
Ambition.
Margs, you know full well I've drunk the Kool-Aid. I have drunk Arteta's Kool-Aid.
But how long are you going to drink it for?
I'm shifting what I just said. I have guzzled it. I'm biased. I'm compromised, sir.
So if he just finished second for next 3 seasons,
I don't think that's happening.
okay,
I honestly don't think that's happening.
Okay,
See, you're saying you're confident that he's not going to win it. I'm confident that he will. I am confident. And the thing is, if I don't see him make the purchases that's needed come summer, brother, I'll be entertaining people's ideas of, all right, cool, maybe this might not happen this year. Maybe this might happen next year. I'm seeing that we've gone for proper number 9s. I'm seeing it, but it fell through. I'm seeing it. Do you understand?
Why did you go for?
Huh?
Who did you go for?
We went for Šeško and Vlahović.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it. And to say that I wasn't disappointed when we got that guy Havertz to be the number 9. He's not a number 9. And I don't want him out the team. I want him as a squad player. But you can see what we're missing. Everybody can see what we're missing. He knows what we're missing. That's why he went for who he went for. So if after that particular transfer window's gone and he's still doing the same things, then I'll be entertaining conversation. But until then, brother, you can't trick me up my position. I will guzzle his Kool-Aid, bro. You ain't tricking me out of my position. I can you see how he carries himself in the news conferences?
Horrible.
No, but he does whatever he needs to do to take the conversation of the players.
He was blaming the Bulls last night.
Brother, subterfuge. We just talked about what Trump was doing, talking about he's going to annex Canada. What do you have to do what you have to do. Just if it's Yeah, keep blaming me for being a stupid idiot. Cool. If that keeps the players in the right mindset and the fans are just like getting onto me and not the players, brother, I've done my job. I love that. Wenger used to do that all the time. Brother, he is a flipping student of Wenger, right? But he's more ruthless. More ruthless. He's learned a lot from Pep in that regard. And it's this thing where he goes like, he says something and he goes, that the Spanish thing. I'm like, yes. My manager, man.
I believe you have to win the league this year.
You can say what you want to say.
Say
what you want to say.
If not, that's wild to me.
Say what you want to say. And it's not over yet, you know.
Of course it's not over. We've got a lot of football left to play.
A lot of football left.
A lot of football left to play.
Are we still in the Champions League?
You know what I'm saying? Champions League. These men can get
win the
injuries.
Champions League.
Liverpool are top of the Champions League.
But we can win it.
Yeah,
Apparently, Liverpool doesn't exist in your head.
Huh?
Apparently, Liverpool doesn't exist in your head.
Who said they don't exist? I'm just saying, this is the slot effect.
Imagine, my man said
First season.
He's seen Liverpool performing the same type of excellence in the Champions League as they're performing in the Premier League. But that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all.
So how's Arne Slot doing it in this first season?
Club, brother, this club. To be honest, he has made a couple of changes that have drastically changed their setup.
So I'm just saying, so that means by rights, if you had Slot, you would be winning the league right now.
Well, why?
It must be the Slot effect, isn't it?
No, I
Slot was there last year with the same team and they couldn't talk to you. So it must be the Slot effect. So I'm saying, if you had Arne Slot right now, you would be winning the league.
Look, I don't like saying this because it sounds like I'm making excuses, right? Or giving reasons as to why it is that we don't have more points that we have. There are games early on in this season, and there have been games since this particular reference point where we have been done bad. Firsts have happened. Never have happened again.
Are you talking about the refs?
100%. These games matter because they represent points. These games matter because they represent points. I can't unsee that. Now, some people say, well, every single team gets done by. 100%. I am not saying that doesn't happen. But it's not supposed to happen. So it's happening too frequently with Arsenal.
So it's a conspiracy. So you ain't winning the league right now. Simply,
I told you.
Put simply though, we're just going to simply
no.
We just want to simplify it.
Simply no. I just told you. I go into league. I go into seasons now thinking, Arteta, you need to be a bit more smarter. One, you mentioned the time wasting. I need to tell the guy, stop doing that bollocks. If you know that everybody's talking about it and they're looking at you and they're just waiting, itching for you to time waste so they can give you a card, stop time wasting. That's very simple to basically rule out. Just do it. Full stop. I'm not expecting to see that next season. In fact, I shouldn't be expecting to see it next game. Do you understand? Learn from your mistakes. And that's what I'm like, if anybody's going to get onto Arteta for that, 100%, I am backing you. Stop doing it. But is it get out my club warranted? No!
No, I'm not telling you not to get rid of him.
Anyway, so other than that, he definitely needs to basically bring in some attacking players because you can see when Saka is not a bat, and I don't know how he's going to return, Mags. Bear that in mind, yeah? I don't know how he's going to return. He may be a shadow of the player he was.
Okay.
God willing, he isn't, but I don't know how he returns. We've seen what happens when it is Partey came back from injury. We've seen what happens when Odegaard came back from injury. So don't just think it's a given that he's going to come right back and slot back in. Don't. So pattern it. Make some bloody purchases that you know we need. And definitely, one of them has to be a killer up front. One of them has to be a killer on the left. 120%. And then I need a number 8 that's a bit more.
You've got enough to beat us on Sunday, innit?
We're going to win. See the confidence there? Didn't even check my phone. We're going to win.
No, I can see that.
And if we don't win, I'll be very disappointed because I expect to win. You see how I can do that? I can say I expect to win And it's based now on past experiences with United. I'm not even seeing your little resurgence against Liverpool as anything. We'll still pump you. Even though we ain't be, even though we
pump us. You didn't pump us the other day.
I just mean win. Don't take me too seriously. I just mean win.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying if you like,
Even though we can't score,
short
we'll
of the corners. I was surprised at that performance.
But we don't
at
even
Emirates.
have that in our Arsenal anymore because he's popped down, and he's normally the one who swings them in from the left, from the right side.
We just couldn't get nothing going. Like we held the game, controlled the game quite well, defended very well. Just couldn't get nothing going, attacking wise in the final third. So hopefully they're gonna continue how they're moving. They've got it together. So if we're gonna create some threats for you lot, that's not open and shut at all. Plus, you're not gonna play your strongest team. You have to play Neto because he was cup tired, and he's gonna have to play. So you're gonna have to make changes to get ready for Spurs. You got Spurs on the Wednesday. You got us on Sunday. You got Spurs on the Wednesday in the league game. You have to go strong against that. You're gonna make changes. It's not gonna be your strongest team. That's not a given.
You see how you just done the math, and you've said it's not a given. Okay, I expect to win.
Okay.
You see how it's done? Isaac, do you think we're gonna buy him for 100 and something million?
No,
in the summer?
you're not gonna pay the 150 million for him.
Do you think we should?
Isaac's cold. I think you should get him 100. You paid 100 for Rice. So what's he worth? 120, 130 maybe. I think you should spend the money and get him.
Really?
Yeah, Isaac's cold.
He's only played 1,900 hours last season. So he's not injury prone, but you can't rely on him for the entire season.
No, but you've seen enough. 100 million then.
But you're not just saying 100 million. It's going to be more than 100 million. And that could represent two players.
250 million players in this day and age ain't really doing much for you.
What are you talking about? 100% it is.
How much was Marino?
And right, stop saying 250. It's not going to be 100. It's going to be more than 100.
If I were you, I'll do everything I can to get Isak.
You think he's the answer?
He's a answer.
Long term. No, don't say that. We're looking for the answer.
He's a answer to a problem. He's cold.
No, he is, but is he reliable across the season?
I don't know, but you got Jesus, so what are we doing there? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That unless you want Vahalovic, unless you want someone that you don't know is going to work. We've watched the guy. Again, I don't know if he's going to inflate his price or whatever, but we've watched the guy. Like, he's cold. I'd implore anybody that can get him to get him. Like, anyone that can get him, go and get him. Like, he's cold.
Okay, fine. I don't think that we should spend our entire attacking budget on Isak. Because I don't think it's just going to be 100. I think it's going to be more than 100. I think it's going to be a crazy amount of money. And there's no guarantee that he's going to be with us for the entire season. And knowing Arsenal's luck, as soon as he starts, he's going to pop down. And a Fury is going to be slapped onto Arteta's head. 100%.
So there's a proven Premier League striker there. Why would you go and get someone that's not proven?
Because it makes more sense financially. Why? What kind of a question is that? And there's no guarantee that if they make the Champions League, that Newcastle are going to sell him. There's no guarantee there. So I'm already thinking past that. This idea that we are just going to have him because we want him, that's not how it works at all. So I'm thinking past that already. And there's no, like I said, there's no guarantee that he is going to be performing the entire season. And that matters, especially for a team. This Arsenal team that has so much injury, bad luck slapped on their bum. So much. Sorry, I'm not that guy. If it is you going for Šeško before, get Šeško. Get him. And if it is that you're getting him for, I don't know, 40, 50, maybe even less, I don't know, you can still go and entertain looking at Isaac if you want to, but make sure you get like somebody you can basically feed into for the next 5 years.
Well, that's that on that, man. There's a lot of discourse. 12 o'clock. I've got to go.
All right, then. Thank you very much. Free Tego, free Poets, free Arteta. All right. Thank you, everybody, for staying for this long. We'll be back tomorrow at
Appreciate
8
you, man.
a.m.
Same time, same place.
Later. Where's this card now?